I stopped like 30 minutes ago. I know, but I stopped. Can you give me some credit though? Why? Yeah, like kind. No, it's a kick no bun me. Kick bun me. Kick me off. That's what I say. Cash it. It match that. Good, come on. Hey. Good. Oh no. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. Okay, they missed. They missed. They missed. They missed. Can't afford to go, man. All right. I got kick on ban on kick. Let's go, Jamaica. Hey, shout out to all of y'all. Let's go, Jamaica. We need a defense. Defense. Whew, okay. Head it away, head it away. That's not a corner. That's a goal kick. Stop playing, bro. Y'all, foot. They're on YouTube, on Twitch, though. Yeah, dog. Oh my God, they score. Wow, half sides. Woo! Half sides. Woo! Scared me. Scared me. Scared the fuck out of me. We better lock the fuck in right now. Scared the fuck out of me. Scared the fuck out of me. Scared the fuck out of me. Watch like a chat. Yo, You pissing me off, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, Jamaica. We're going for Jamaica. I don't know. Come on, man. No. White. Okay. Woo. Woo. White shot. 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 I got scared. I got scared. I got scared. I got scared. There's a white shot. Who's your favorite Jamaican player? Bailey. Lionel. Bailey. Bala. Okay, okay. Big up to you. Big up to you. Where you from, Scott? Where you from, my dog, Scott? Had to win and get a cigarette, bro. These niggas stress me out, Scott. Scottster. Latanos? Where the fuck is that? I gotta Google that, boy. I gotta Google that. Where you say you from? Oh shit! Why I don't have my stream pop up? Hold on. I want to know where you from, though. What part of the world this is? I'm gonna Google it right now. Appreciate you jumping in the chat, though. Latvia. Latvia. Okay, okay, okay. Is that what you meant? No, no. It's a Baltic country, Northern Europe. Latvia? Nigga, you didn't type in Latvia. Oh, Latvia. Okay, 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 okay. Nice. Shout out to you, my friend. Big up to you, man. Ah, I see. Educate me. No shot. No shot. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Yo, I'm good. This fucking goalie is a fucking goat. 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 This goalie's a fucking goat. Educate me, bro. Goalie's a fucking goat, bro. What a save. It was offsides anyway, but still a fucking master save, bro. I don't want to smoke this cigarette, but boy, they was stressing me out, bro. Big up to you, my G. I just got kicked off kick because I was showing the match and shit. You know? Damn. What do you think? We're gonna go in penalties, or or somebody gonna score before end of regulation or in extra time? What time is it right now in Latvia? Two questions. We got some players on our team, bro. No cap, but just gotta put it together. How do I say what in Latvia? I say no. I was saying what time is it? It in Latvia. And who are you going for in this match? Jamaica or DR Congo? This nigga speaking a whole nother language. Big up to you, my G. $0. So it's 12. 12 at night. Bop. Big up to you, bro. So it's 12 at night over there in Latvia. Shout out. Shout out, big up everybody in Latvia right now, you see? Shout out to the whole of Latvia. Yeah. We don't want that. Yo, it's my friend's birthday. He called. Can you please give him a happy birthday? How you say that? Georgian Olu Lavroy. Yo, big up to my dog Scott, friend, birthday. Shout out to your bro. Much life, much respect. One more year for them. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Big up to you. Yeah, number one, bro. Keep being great friends forever. Yeah. More life, more energy, G. Anytime, bro. You know what they say that Jamaica. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. One more year upon them. Yeah. Another offsides, another offsides. We'll take it. We'll take it. Take it. That that when you link up with him, plays this song for him. Uh Let me see. Happy bird. Yeah. Put this on YouTube and play this for him. Yeah, bro. I don't know why the fuck I'm smoking a cigarette right now. Stress. This is stressing me out. Am I stress me out, Scott, bro? Yo, Ortiz, what's good, Brody? You watching the match? You watching the match? Big up to Ortiz, man. One of the best mods in the game, bro. Come on, defense. Clear. Clear out. Get it out there. W to the Brad Richardson, man. I just got kicked from kick, so I had to jump back on. They ain't banned me though. All right, jump back on. It's good, bro. It's good watching the Jamaican match right now, dog. Yeah, I'm on. W fucking Brad Richardson in the chat. And big up Scott, bro, from Latvia. You feel me? Yeah, man. But hey, they let me show 45 minutes. I ain't mad at them. You know what I mean? Ain't no complaints, Brad. Big up to you, Ortiz. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn, bro. We need to not take these long, try to score these long distance ball. We need to fucking knock it around. 1, 2, move the ball around, move in space. We just keep doing these long ass passes, bro. Cross, cross, foot cross. Bunks the ball around. One, move, one, move. You know what I'm saying? Jaja. Chicken out the can and shit. Fuck. We can't keep taking this pressure, bro. Step up, step up. Don't keep dressing back. Step up. Forwards, come back a little bit. Keep putting the pressure on. Step up. Ricky wants Matumbo. Hell no. I don't want no Matumbo. No Matumbo for me, bro. My dog Pitbull won though. My dog Pitbull won the show. Yeah, Brad. Pitbull won the show. Long distance, no shot. That's what I'm saying about good shit, Blakes. Like, we can't let them keep taking these long shots. No shots, bro. No shots. No shots. We gotta take them long shots because you never know where the ball might deflect. Okay, okay, okay. That's the end of regulation, man. You got 15. No one score. Is it golden goal? I don't know if it's golden goal. 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 But if it's golden goal, next team score wins. If it's not, you got 2 halves of regulation, 15 minutes each. That nigga said I should have gave Brodus School a chance. Oh shit, that cigarette just put me on. Woo! Mm, really? Really? Yeah, how y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling today? Waiting for this other 15 to start. We need Jamaica to go to World Cup, man. We haven't been there since fucking 1998. We need another World Cup run, man. I ain't saying we gonna win, but it's nice if we go. It'd be nice if we go. We go, but I'm getting a jersey. I'm getting a jersey if we go. Getting this edition of jersey, yeah, bro. No cap, no cap. If we win, we're getting this edition of jersey. Mhm. We got 2 yellow cards. One of the dudes with Chamberson with the yellow card, he's off the fucking field. Mhm. They subbed them out. So the faithful this Sunday on Fox. Yeah. Ish, 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 ish. You know what? I'm gonna get off YouTube. No. Let me just chill. I was about to play some music. I can play music for myself. Ish, 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 ish. Handle Big Dog. What's handle Big Dog, Ortiz? What that be? What that be? What that be? Ooh, let's hear some Jesus is King. Hour. Every minute. Every every we will. We will. Let's go. We need this other half to be fire, man. We need to score. What do you mean who's gonna win? I hope Jamaica go win. Jamaica go win, bro. Jamaica gonna win, bro. Jamaica gonna win, bro. Come on now. You don't know say how we are the baddest and we are the baddest around town. The baddest around town, around town. Mm, mm. Of course, sheesh. Yeah, bro. We gotta win, bro. We gotta take this W, bro. We need this W. Oh, 1 hour to the rethink tank. I'm just saying. I hope fuck it. This match ends before then, but I'm hoping for penalty shootouts too. I am hoping for penalty shootouts. All right. First 15 minutes of extra time is here. We will. Yeah, I had to play that little Jesus King by Kanye in my ears real quick because we need us. We need us. I want to go to the World Cup so bad. I won't go to none of the games, but I wanted my country to go to the World Cup. They keep making it later. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, which is good for me today. Type shit. Great for me today. I'm old, y'all. Y'all go back another hour. I'm gonna be in bed. Facts. I feel you on that. How was the match so far? Who's leading it? It's 0-0 right up here, Ortiz. It's 0-0. You know what I'm saying? 0-0. I feel you. I feel you. Can't go back another hour. Go back another hour would be crazy, bro. It'd be crazy. Um, Instagram. Mega. Catching all. Hey. All right. Alex. All right, we're here. We're here. We're in the second half. We're in the second half. Let's go. We're in this. Come on, we cannot. How we gonna start this fucking second extra time being on the back foot? Push the fucking ball, mate. Come on, man. Guadalajara, Mexico. Wan-Bissaka. Come on, bro. Get the ball. Okay, so we got them on the back foot. Now we're just standing up there, just watching them bounce the ball around. Dude, just back, push up, attack the ball. Look at this shit, bro. Now they got the ball in our fucking half in our box. Nope. Nope. Stand firm. Not enough. Thank you, ref. That no penalty. That was no penalty. Stop playing. Y'all was trying to cry for that. We ain't giving y'all that one. Winner goes on to the World Cup, and that winner needs to be us. Come on now. Step up. Why are we playing, bro? We're playing so defensive. It's stupid, bro. Good. Blake is saving us, bro. Blake is saving us. Blake is our goalie. We're just playing, bro. We keep playing on the back foot like this. We're begging to lose. I gotta send him some T2. Come on, man. Push, push. Make runs. Y'all can't be that tired, bro. Facts. Don't play yourself in no danger. Be bait, yeah. What? Bro, we're playing so defensive. Nobody's trying to make no big run or nothing. Push him. Step a foot. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. Good clear, good clear. Keep clearing. Oh, ref, that's a push. Ref, that was a push. Ref. Ref, you know what you watching? Make a move. 97-minute chat. Winner takes all. Winner goes to the World Cup. 'Bolivia and Iraq taking our last spot. They just said. Impasi. Push. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Just step a foot. Mark up. Guard up. Don't let them get no stupid bombs like that. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Pre. No, look. Let me show you what Kick told me earlier, bro. Let me show you what Kick told me earlier, bro. This is what Kick and they kicked me, bro. To end the stream and I can start back, bro. No cat, bro. No cat, bro. No cat, bro. Yeah, we don't need Leon out barely to fucking get sub out. We need him for penalty. We need him for penalty shootout. Yeah. They gave me 30 minutes, but it was cool. I'll take the 30 minutes. How you doing today, Brad? Mr. Richardson, how you doing? How you doing? Nothing that bet on can be live stream on this person on which is game. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I'm here this in month, man, bro. Money. Also, but I get that. Same here, bro. Today I was like, I looked at my account today. I was like, damn, bro, nigga. I looked at that shit. I just closed it out. I just closed it out. Closed it right out. I feel you on that part. Good defense. But oh, you don't let him get that ball back. Excuse me. Take that ball away. Don't. What are you doing? Good defense, but come on. I definitely feel you on that, bro. Oh, wish some more shit can come in. I wish I could get like verified on these fucking shits. But no. No. I need to start doing better content. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They scored. They scored. They fucking scored. They fucking scored. I knew that fucking guy. Stop! I knew this was gonna happen. Just keep letting them be in pressure. They fucking scored. We gave this up. Gave this up, bro. We gave this up. Then they didn't even shoot. He just ran, and the ball just ran off his body. Ah, and we haven't been playing pressure. We haven't been pressuring them at all, bro. Oh my god. I hope they play defensive so we get a crack at it. Oh my god. We need one. Uh did he hit? I hope it hit his hand. They're checking for the goal. Come on now. Let me see the replay. Let me see the replay before y'all say it's goal. Let me see the replay. Hey, hold on. It's being checked. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my god. Come on now. Let me see the replay. Let me see the replay. Why they not showing the replay? FS1, you're shit. Show the fucking replay so we can see it too. FS1. Oh my god. Can y'all show the fucking replay? Why they not showing the replay? Ah, this is crack cocaine. This is crack cocaine. Why not? Oh my gosh. They're robbing. It's a goal. It's a goal. So y'all not gonna show the replay? Y'all not gonna show the replay? Why you passing the ball so no card? Coach, put some life in your body. Inspire your guys. Why you look so down? Yo, I hate coaches that can't look like they can get back in this shit. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god, just giving the ball away careless. Good defense. Good pass off. Good shit. Press. Oh my god, he's right there in the middle. Y'all just doing this hard shit, bro. Come. And they didn't even show the replay of the goal. Wow. Wow. I ain't saying it's rigged, but like, wow. Like, how many cameras y'all have in the stadium? Like, y'all can't show a replay? Can't be playing cross. I said it earlier, man. Can't be crossing the ball. Look, what a fucking lazy ass tackle, bro. What a lazy ass fucking tackle. We need the W's, Brad. These are playing like pussies. Pussies. You're playing like pussies, Brad. Pussies, I'm telling you, bro. Good ball, good ball. That's first good long ball. Good. Oh, oh, come on. Oh my God. Oh my God. So close, bro. Oh my God. He was so great. It's just at the end, a little more power. Oh my gosh. That was such a good fucking move. Keep attacking. That was such a good move. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was such a good move. That was such a fucking good move. That was so good. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was so fucking close, dude. Oh my God. Come on. Keep up the pressure, man. We still got the Fiat. We still have a Fiat. Bounce it back right there. Bounce stop, dude. Play simple ball, bro. Oh my gosh. You had two players in front of you. You had two players in front of you. Two. Come the fuck on. Oh, oh my god, if you'd have lost it. Good move. Good move. Okay. Good strong run. Keep the pressure. This is the pressure we should have been had. That's what we need. Keep doing this. He's limping. Keep doing this. This is like the black Pompey from fucking France. He retired. Not from Spain. Retired a couple long like over 10 years ago. Crazy hair guy. Like dark skin guy. Come on. What the fuck, bro? Ah, fuck, too heavy. And why he leaned back so hard? Oh my gosh. We need to come back out in this next 15 minutes with the same fucking mentality. We got this. We can come back in this and we can score two back to back. If not, we can score at least one and push it into over a fucking penalty shootout, bro. Come on, bro. That nigga cooked on the side. That nigga cooked on the side, bro. He was cooking. I ain't gonna cap you. He was cooking. That attack he had, he was cooking. That was the handball? Damn, bro. I need my coach to be like, we still got this shit. I still believe in y'all. This nigga look dejected, bro. Come on, bro. We need this. Fuck. We need this shit, man. We need this. We need this. We gotta get this W trap. We need this W chat. We need this W. We need this W. No cap. We need this shit. Let's finish strong, fellas. Let's finish strong. We need to finish strong. We need to finish strong, man. Yes, the reggae boy is gonna give you a rally in this last 15 minutes. We need it. We need it. We need it right now. Come on. Come on. Let's get this W. Let's go. We need this W. We need this W. Ref. I was about to say. Ref, what the fuck you we doing with today? Fuck are we doing? Come on now. Oh, these niggas just trying to milk it. Mm. That was not a quick throwing. That shit took fucking 20 minutes. Yo, Andre Blake is a good goalie. At least from what I seen today. Good fucking goalie, man. Why so hard? Oh my god, what a wasted effort. Now he's just gonna lay on it like a biatch. Oh my god, bro. Shut the fuck up. I know. We need an equalizer. You don't need to keep saying it, dog. Come on now. Come on now, Jamaica rally. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Ah, then he took a shot from half the field. Good shield, good shield. Ref, ref, come on. Wow. Then he just kicked the ball away, bro. That is crazy. You need card for that, man. Good. I seen him give it away fucking stupidly. Good. Run right there. Good. Push right across. What are you doing? This nigga been doing stupid shit all day. All fucking day he been stupid, doing stupid. Why you ain't take him out? Fuck. This shit's stupid, man. Move with some life in your body, I know, but like this is for the World Cup, bro. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay. Good cross. Oh my god. Oh my god. Decent cross. Decent cross. Don't let him. You really let him get that? Turn the other fucking way and push the ball up, bro. Oh, the ref is cramping up is crazy. The ref got an injury for the ref is crazy. Injured for the ref is crazy. Oh, fuck. Injured ref, bro. Injured ref, bro. That nigga been feeling pain all day. He can't even make right calls. He been in pain all day. He couldn't make the right calls. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Get a sub ref out there, man. Oh my god. See, at times like this, the time needs to be stopped, bro. Because they are not gonna add the full 15, 10 minutes back on the clock. Put some of that magic spray on this shit. Put some of the magic spray on that bitch. All right, ref. Get better, brother. Yeah, we need like at least 10 more minutes on the clock, bro. Come on, man. Clapping on for the ref. But damn, bro, we need 10 minutes back on the clock, bro. And we need to push, attack, not be lackadaisical. Push and attack, man. Push and attack. We need to push and attack. We need to push and attack. Push and attack. Push and attack. Push and attack. GG's. Brazil choked. When? Today? Brazil? Oh yeah, we did. We did. We did choke. We did choke, but we still got time. The ref just got injured, bro. The ref just fucking got injured. I never seen a ref get fucking injured ever, Brad. Never seen a ref get injured. It's fucking crazy. Never seen a ref get injured. Ha! New ref in the match. I thought Brazil beat France the other day. No, no, no. France beat Brazil the other day here in England. Yeah, exactly. He got a cramp in his fucking calf. They had to sub main refs out. Took 10 minutes. They better add this 10 minutes back on the extra time. No cap, bro. You know what I don't like about StreamYard? They don't fucking show Kick how if you have anybody on Kick. They only show Twitch and YouTube. You don't show any other platform views. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good defense. Yeah. Yes, he is. Young Publix, yes. Okay, attack. Okay, we're attacking. We're attacking. Cross. Ah, bad cross. Yeah, he's not showing me the Kick stream. Like, it literally live viewers is only showing me the tab for Twitch and, YouTube. Oh my gosh. StreamYard does eat it. Yeah, I be freezing this shit after a while. But I just cleaned my hard drive and shit and updated my configurations and stuff, so I should be good for another month. Be kicking the bucket all day. Makes sense. Oh, that's a yellow card. What that's a card, ref. He just kicked the ball. Bro, that's the second time he knocked the ball out of bounds on purpose. That's a card, bro. That's the fucking bullshit. Oh, my fault. I'm over here reacting to Jamaica versus DR Congo. Man. It's bullshit. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, fellas. It's bull- oh my gosh. Oh nah, everybody got a cramp. Everybody's fucking injured. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, they subbed the ref out. They subbed the ref out because the ref had a cramp mid-match. What? Yeah, bro. Oh my god. This is pissing me off. Everybody have a cramp. This if this match and under 130 out, it ain't right. Facts, facts, facts. Right now it's about to be 120, but it's like 1 minute. Like it would been 10 minutes of stoppage to switch a ref. Oh my god, this is bullshit. Congrats to the DR Congo, but fuck y'all niggas. It better be 10-minute of stoppage time. At least 6 minutes? Get the fuck out of here. Get the this is bullshit. Thank you. Because that don't make no fucking sense. 6 minutes is crazy. 6 minutes is crazy. This is bullshit. Oh wow. Nice pass, bro. Great pass, bro. Great pass. Great fucking pass, my friend. Great pass. Come on now, push it. All right, all right. Knock it around. All right. Bust a move. Bust a move. Bust a move. Okay. No. Okay. Cross. Oh my god. Whoa, why are you trying to bicycle kick? Why are you trying to hit it in? Why you fucking trying to bicycle kick? You Fuck. Oh my god. Now I got a counter. Now I got a counter. Okay. Good shit, Blake. Put the pressure on them, Blake. Good pressure, Blake. At the right minute, you came on. Good shit. Yo, as I'm telling y'all, who's the Congo marquee player? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I don't know. Today is the first time I've heard no fucking Mamba is a gangster. Today is the first time I heard of fucking DR or Congo. Okay, I ain't gonna cap you. I seen their flag before, but I ain't know their name. Come on, bro. Gather some Bailey. Good pass. Good pass, Bailey. Oh fuck. What? He stayed in. He stayed in. No. No. Oh my god, bro. Oh my ref. That's a card, bro. Come on, bro. Give him a red, bro. This nigga been doing Mamba is good like Messi and Ronaldo. But he don't play he played for the real Congo. No, he don't play for DR Congo. Oh, my papa. Yeah, France. He played for France. My pa. My pa. I fuck with my pa. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He got a hat trick in the last World Cup. France won. Crazy. Ah, good run. Good cross. Stick that shot. Oh my fucking oh my god. Oh Bailey, you gotta shoot that, bro. You gotta shoot that, bro. You gotta shoot that, bro. Come on. You gotta fire that. What the fuck? Ah, Dios mío, what the fuck? Good throwing. Don't let him kick it. Come on, man. Put your foot in his throat, bro. Take a red card right now. Who gives a fuck? Good cross. Ah, corner. That's a corner. That's a corner. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. GG's. GG's, bro. Fucking GG's. GG's. Fucking GG's. Oh my god. This shit just pissed me the fuck away. I ain't pissed. I ain't pissed. I ain't pissed. It is what it is. GG's. Fuck this. Oh my god. Close? Close enough? Never counts. Never close enough. This is the yo. It's not a goalie that let us down. This goalie just slaved fucking 2 goals. Face bang bang. Fucking bum ass. You know, I ain't mad. Close enough don't count. I almost win. But do you fucking win? No. Close enough don't count. Ah. Last attack. No, you better not, ref. You better not. Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We're in an attacking position. Good shit, Congo. GG's. Good shit, Congo. Fuck y'all, but good GG's. Mother. I love watching all the teams win and celebrate. Just for the day when I celebrate, it even better. Good for y'all. Cry, enjoy. See y'all mother cunts in 4 fucking years. Close just a fuck, bruh. Ah, GG's. GG's, bro. I ain't mad at them. Our goalie's our best player. Bailey shotgun scandal. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get the fuck out my ears. Uh GG's. GG's, you mother skunts. Oh my god. Ocean Coral Spring. Yo, cuz, Brent, if a day send me a message. Yeah. How far you there from Ocean Coral Spring? I'm not like send me a message. Man, fuck that game, bro, Ortiz. That was a bullshit ass game. What game you see a ref get a cramp in, bro? That was bullshit. Fuck that game. I gotta change this thumbnail. Change thumbnail. Boom. New thumbnail. New thumbnail. New thumbnail up. New thumbnail up. Here we go. New thumbnail up. Yeah. You see you will. Hey guys. My messenger. The ref got in oh, my fault, RJ, I was saying the ref got where they do that at, bro? Where they do that at? That don't make no fucking sense, bro. Sit that good. Everybody that's coming in, welcome, welcome. The show hasn't started yet. 5 motherfuckers just dropped in. What's up with y'all motherfuckers? But the show hasn't started. Show started at 8 o'clock. You feel me? Jamaica just lost and I'm pissed. Hold on, I gotta go on mute for a second. Where y'all from? Where y'all watching from? How y'all doing tonight? What up, niggas? I'm about to go take a piss real quick. Whoa, what's going on here? Let me go take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I don't have no smoke, nothing, chat. Oh shit. There you go. I'm muted now. I wasn't muted on their side. Couldn't allow that. All right, let's share this screen. We're about to start the stream. You hear Doug singing? Let's go. Talk about some crazy shit tonight. I don't know nothing about the topics for real, which is I always enjoy more when I don't know nothing about the topic, honestly. So just going with a blank slate, man. You know, if that makes sense. But showtime. Or chat. Hungry, bro. I'll go with something at this stream. I never do this. I never eat. You know? When they start, out here. Aquí está. Mi amor. Mi amor. Cheese. Yeah. I can't hear them. Don't rush. You rush me. Look now. Here we are. Can y'all hear them? No, y'all can't hear them.
in other states, and it's really gaining some traction politically across the country, where people want to turn people into compost for plants, and making it all legal and regular like. So here is State Representative from Oklahoma, Jim Shaw, and he had to do some I guess testimony or debating against this human composting coming to Oklahoma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative, I just got to ask, do you really believe that human remains, or even my favorite subject, human poop, are okay as compost or fertilizer? Do you really believe that?
In this situation, yes.
How much they pay you for that? That was easy.
Yeah.
Easiest $500 I've ever made.
I honestly kind of respect it. Kind of love a straight shooter. Yeah.
Yeah. That is my opinion, actually.
You want to expand further? No.
Grow tomatoes out of people bellies.
No. I got them up
The other guy was almost too stunned to give a rebuttal then back.
Yeah.
I got them up on.
Right.
Well, that's the funny thing. That's
man,
Jim Shaw's video. That's the clip he has. Today, the House advanced House Bill 3660, a bill to legalize the use of composted human bodies as fertilizer. If this bill is put into law, Oklahoma joins 14 blue states that have legalized this process. So instead of outlawing this type of practice outright, we're on track to take the use of human manure as fertilizer. Another
That's a good word.
disgusting step forward. I know, right?
I'm
That's
adding
like
that
the
to the
death-
vernacular.
That's it. Well, here's what's crazy. Guy had more to say in a tweet than that's how good that other guy, the I guess lobbyist
Yeah.
for the human composting lobby. Did you know that existed? He goes, "You think this is really good?" No. He had to run home and put more in a tweet. That's how shutting down the strength of that guy's. No,
But
yeah,
nah, geez.
yeah. Grow tomatoes
awesome.
in people.
No fruit.
I'm here for it.
Do you have an issue with it? No.
That pays my mortgage. You should figure out what you're
Guy
doing.
went home and was like, "Can you believe he said that?" Oh my god.
So Oklahoma, do something about that. Be aware of what's going on because we're letting the same thing slip through the cracks here in Ohio.
You know the humanure people? God, I'm adding that to the vernacular, dude. You just blew my mind with that word. You know, they picked that lobbyist. They probably, they probably have a litany of people. It's like, who are we going to send up there? Just give him this guy.
Yes.
Just give him this guy.
Yeah. You're going to go bomb more schools of children? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I'm
Crazy,
going to
bro.
Disney World with my little bubble toy with kids.
It's almost,
Crazy.
I don't like what they're doing, but boy, do I respect the stoicism. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well. I guess put it in the books. It's law
He
now.
didn't even look at him and then be like, ask another question. He just shut him down with one answer. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do that. And he's like, oh, well, I'm not shopping at the grocery store anymore.
Facts.
Was
We
expecting
can't eat
more.
that
Sorry.
food.
It's kind of
Can't eat the
wild
food.
to think.
I don't know if them people
When
had
you started
cancer
the
or
clip
what.
too, I
eat that
I don't
food.
know if they could see it, but I could see how short it is.
Any
I was like, oh, this
toxin
must have
in
been
there?
pretty
Oh.
quick to the point.
That's so-
Boy, was it?
Yeah,
what
boy,
happened.
was it. We could play it again.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just got to ask, do you really believe that human remains, or even my favorite subject, human poop, are okay as
Human
compost?
manure.
Do you really believe that?
In this situation, yes.
Oh, yeah, right here on my crop. Mhm.
It pans over to him. He's already done with the answer.
Yeah.
Like they think he's gonna talk
Microphone's
more.
already saddled back in the
Put
pocket.
that thing back in
Mhm.
its holster.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Bingo. Yeah, that is exactly what we're
That's nasty.
in this situation. In my garden, no, but in this situation, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so I got one more update for us. This one comes
He's
from
shaking his head. He's in disbelief.
That's nasty, bro. And look what I'm eating.
you don't
right
want your
now.
tomatoes grown
I'm
in that?
consuming this right now and thinking about human manure. See
What
how
is
fresh-
that?
It's bun. It's a
What?
It's a bun.
A spud?
A bun. Bun. B-U-N.
A
Dude.
bun.
Yeah, emphasize that N next time,
Yeah.
brother. We're talking about growing food out of human manure.
That's human manure.
Very
bun.
much sounded like butt. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
What is this?
With I heard-
We don't eat butt.
being in Ohio, we're getting tornado sirens all evening. So you got to speak up. You're competing with the rain. Your N sounds like a T.
Say your ends with your chest, Ricky.
Nigga.
Say it like you mean it. All right. So I got one last update for us before we dive into today's episode. Somebody that I highly respect. You know, I hope one day I'll get to collaborate with her. We were talking in the past. This girl is a online, what I definitely would look at as a credible modern scientist. She goes by GT, and you could find her at Bearbait Official. This girl is brilliant, and she really knows everything as far as AI, future technology. Most of where I learn about mice brain chips and everything comes from this lady. And we just had our topic about the human or the data centers being developed in Ohio and across the country. But really, they're trying to make Ohio kind of like the epicenter of that. You're going to watch your electrical bills skyrocket. And that was kind of a focal point.
Yeah.
But there's an element to this that went totally unreported by us. And when I learned this, it just piles on the magnitude of this problem. So I'm going to leave it to GT to tell you how these data centers will literally change the climate and the environment of the area living there.
can increase the ground temperature by 16 degrees Fahrenheit. So I guess there's more reasons than one that you wouldn't want to live next to one. They also create their own climates, which is something that I didn't know until recently. The current research would say that this effect is about 10 kilometers outside the area of the data center, and it's hottest around 4 kilometers. And that may not sound like a lot, but we are talking about hundreds of millions of people that will be affected by this. I don't know about you, but 15, 16 degrees sounds like an awful lot. Now, as you may be aware, companies are...
Pause there, Miss GT. Bill Gates had us laying eggs over 2 degrees.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, bitch, if this goes up 2 degrees, we're cooked. But my data center can turn Ohio 16 degrees higher, and
I'll take it.
those are just the forgotten people.
trying to find locations for their massive data centers, and communities are fighting to keep them out. OpenAI's plan would require as much power as the entirety of India, which is just astronomical. Now, some companies like Microsoft are trying to purchase their own nuclear power
They have humanure parties, festivals. Just
plants.
Thank
There's
God.
callbacks. Yeah, this openings, they had a lot of callbacks.
a lot of regulation and a lot that goes into running a nuclear power plant. The alternative is to compete for resources from the power grid. Yes, the same one that provides communities with electricity. And there's a similar issue with water. Now, this may seem unintuitive,
Oh,
but water
lovely.
is not a perfectly renewable resource. If you're pulling water from the water table, from rivers, or even worse, aquifers, that goes to cooling equipment, and that water ends up in the air. Yes, we are talking about making communities both hotter and more humid, though I'm not a big fan. Once water ends up in the air, it can form clouds, and eventually it will rain down, but there's no guarantee it will come back to the same source it came from, depending on how that water is disposed of. So it may put heat into the air, and that will increase air temperature. It may put it into the water table, and that will increase the water temperature, which is very bad for the environment. Or it may end up dumping heat into the soil, in which case the land heats up. Now, this is not a problem that is unique to data centers. Anything that we do, including producing power, is going to produce heat waste, and that heat waste has to go somewhere. Now, we can talk about urban planning anytime because the floor actually is lava. Yeah, asphalt can be 50 degrees higher than the grass. Why do we live this way? Follow for more.
It's crazy. Again, you can find that at Bear Bait Official. This is the craziest element. It's going to mess up the water. 16 degrees hotter. It's going to change our whole agricultural scheme. And then she brings up like neighboring climates, like Buffalo, are going to get all this precipitation.
Oh yeah.
So it's not only totally changing our environment, but all the surrounding ones are going to get dumped on.
Will, it's like the rain clouds in One Piece.
I was
Alabasta.
thinking that, yeah.
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 Boom. One Piece did it.
One Piece did do it.
Oh God. So that being said, there's levels to this concern. You're going to watch your bills skyrocket, your water bill, your electrical bill.
They already started to.
Yeah, 100%. And you're just quietly paying for it. And what else are you going to do? You're going to go back to candle living? Think
Maybe.
about that.
Maybe.
It is interesting. This will become interesting
Run
when
everything
like
on a generator.
when the scholars and legal minds get involved. You got to remember, these aren't just like the sale of iPads.
No.
This is a utility, and that changes the consumer's relationship to the product. So,
Is this how climate change is going to become a thing again?
dude, they've thrown climate change away.
No, but I mean, like,
And-
they'll find a way to not bring it up as a literal topic when they're actually increasing the temperature.
100%.
But they're, you know what I mean? Like, they actually won't focus in on climate change being an issue anymore. But
Ever.
it's actually now an issue because of the amount of data centers causing the literal temperature around them to just increase.
It would be funny. The moment at which you completely replace its importance,
When- When it's actually now a thing, they're not going to even mention it. They're like,
well, because now the priority is the computer frontier. We got to continue to develop this darn thing.
Right.
We're only scratching the surface of that whole element. So we'll get to AI and the tech developments a little bit later when we get to our second topic. But let's kick off the show and get into our first topic here. It's quite a sad story, honestly. the
Wow, this girl looks so
Noelia
sad.
Castillo Ramos case. This comes out of Spain.
Mm.
This next story sits right at the intersection of medicine, ethics, and a question that makes a lot of people deeply uncomfortable. The case of Noelia Castillo Ramos, what began as a landmark moment, potentially one of the first high-profile cases of assisted death for severe depression, this is now spiraled into something far more controversial, because at the center of all of this is a claim that changes the tone entirely. According to her legal representation, Noelia, I don't even know, I'm totally butchering that. Noelia, I'm going with that. Yeah, Noelia, we'll go with that. I like that. Noelia expressed
niggas.
hesitation, even a desire to back out of the procedure. And that's where the story takes a turn. Because once a case like this reaches a certain stage, approvals, scheduling, coordination, it stops being just a private medical decision. It becomes a system, a process, something with momentum. Now, to be clear, the most extreme version of this story, that decisions were influenced by organ allocation, allegedly. This is disputed and not established as fact. But the mere existence of that claim has ignited a firestorm because it taps into a much deeper fear. What happens when a system built to manage life and death decisions becomes too procedural? Assisted death laws, especially for non-terminal conditions like depression, are already walking razor's edge.
Mhm.
The entire framework
Interesting.
depends on one thing: clear, consistent, voluntary consent. Not once, not at the beginning, but all the way through. Because if there's even a question, even a moment where someone wants to stop, the system is supposed to stop with them. That's the principle. But critics of these policies have been warning about something for years, that once you formalize and normalize these processes, you risk turning deeply human decisions into something that feels administrative, scheduled, managed, processed. In cases like this, regardless of where the full truth ultimately lands, it all pours fuel on that concern. Because now the question isn't just, should assisted death for depression exist? It's, how do you guarantee that the person at the center of it never loses control of the decision? Not to doctors, not to protocols, not to systems that keep moving once they're set in motion. Because the line between compassion and detachment can get very thin very fast. And once public trust starts to erode in that space, once people begin to wonder whether every safeguard truly holds under pressure, it doesn't just affect one case. It affects the legitimacy of the entire system. So whether this case ends in confirmation, contradiction, or something in between, it's already done one thing. It's forced a very uncomfortable question back into the spotlight. So without further ado, we'll pull this apart here. Here is an interview of Noelia. Noelia? We're going with that. I don't know. Noelia. This is her, because again, this was like a newsworthy affair. This caught a lot of attention because this is the first assisted death for depression. Normally it's terminally ill.
Right.
We saw this open the door in Canada, but we haven't really seen it gone into practice. Now, here's the really sad part of this story. This young girl was, I don't even know how to say this, assaulted by a gang, a gang of people, not just like one, is what I mean.
Well, yes. I'm
Boom.
picking up
A
what you're
word
putting
that
down.
sounds like boom.
Yeah.
With a gang.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, man.
Good.
Doug,
'Cause I don't want to
Boom
say it.
gang.
All right,
Good.
Doug got it.
I don't want to say
Boom
it.
gang.
No, Ricky got it.
So the problem is that is so traumatizing that she couldn't live with it anymore. Her father
boom.
assists her in
Oh.
taking these steps And then it comes out that she changes her mind, allegedly, according to her legal team, and it was denied because her organs were already accounted for elsewhere. So
Oh
here's
my
an interview.
God.
Yeah. So here is an interview of her making the news because, again, she's like groundbreaking in that
That's
this is our first
crazy.
case to do it for depression. My name is Noelia. I'm 25 years old. And well, I have 4 days left. Basically, because on the 26th, they're going to perform euthanasia on me. Have you ever had any doubts about it? Come on, I'll stop the whole process. I was very clear about it from the beginning. 20 months. So again, that's the, ooh, you got more interview for her. This is the case. Let's keep listening. Let's hear excerpts from that interview in which Noelia talks about.
Just wait till she talks again.
Yeah. They do go fast.
They move.
When they're not sad, they go fast.
Pause, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I can read hers.
I know, when you put it into that, we all know the perspective of why this conversation is taking place. You're like, the happy ones, man, they're really skipping through this conversation. The sad one, oh, she's taking her time. Oh my God.
Sure, they passed.
All right.
I mean, in fewer words, maybe. Anywho, in favor of euthanasia. Whoa, what are you saying, girl? None of my family is in favor of euthanasia, obviously, because I'm another pillar of the family. I'm leaving and you're staying here with all the, well, that went quick. Pain. But I think, and all the pain I've suffered for years, I just want to leave in peace now and stop suffering. Period. Hold on. Will did this.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out with you. No cap.
And that's it. Wait, go back. What are you saying? Period. And that's a father's or a mother's or a sister's happiness doesn't have to come
That's
before
crazy. She chose to die.
a daughter's happiness or the sadness of a daughter's life.
But
I mean,
Okay, well, the depression thing's making sense now.
100%.
Like,
I mean, again,
understandably so.
Does this take my body, my choice to a whole nother level?
this is
Yeah,
that.
this is
the
quite
definition
literally
of
nail
that.
on the head.
I mean, the
Exactly
other
what
one
this
is kind of it's a bit of a gray area. It's another baby's body inside of your body. It's like, well, whose body's whose body? Where does your body start and that body end? Or it's all my body because I'm a lady and I make the rules. Why'd you have to open that?
Yeah.
What's that?
I
Becky?
just saw a case today where a lady was in court while she was pregnant, going through it in court about she don't want a C-section, and the judge was like, okay.
And the baby's like, I do.
Well, the judge
When
said
does
no,
my
you
opinion
couldn't.
come into this thing?
Only if
Give me
it's
out.
an emergency, and when the baby heart rate went down, they end up doing it. So that was a ruling by the judge. But this is crazy. I thought you said earlier she rescinded, like, her legal team says she don't want to die no more. She don't want to go through this or anything.
Let's open that can of worms because I don't know. To me, she seemed pretty adamant.
Yeah.
He drew her line in the sand and it was like, it was there. This is the line in the sand. But apparently, when push came to shove,
Do you think it's like the pre-game day nerves started to take effect?
well, let's see. Let's see.
And that was 4 days out.
Palabras de su madre. Cuando ganamos las primeras cautelares, lo que la
Oh
dicen
no,
es
I gotta read again.
You want me to try?
Yeah, go for
my
it.
friend.
She's gonna be quicker.
Yeah,
I
she
am
is.
just a guest on the show.
Clicking to win.
Watching my stream.
I'm referring to the
Yeah.
quote from her mother when we won the first injunctions. Why that was you cannot do that because we already had all your organs committed. What does that mean? What does that mean committed? Like, is there like an
Organ
inventory
donor.
somewhere? Okay, thank you.
Look at
That's
this. Look at this.
It
Let's
means-
put a pause. We could wait until after this,
Yeah, we
but
kinda
I
have
think
to
it's a
dissect
good
it as it
point
goes.
to insert. Check this out. This is a literal cost sheet that someone has
Okay.
taken from. So I got a guy that lives in my parents' neighborhood.
Yeah.
He works the weirdest hours, like let's say 3:20 or full days. Like he's on call. It's like for 4 days. Then he's off for like 2 weeks. He will be up all night long bidding on organs to bring them to, let's say, the Cleveland Clinic or, so all the hospitals. It's like a bidding thing, like priority versus a little extra cash.
Is this like an eBay for organs?
But it isn't like a literal bidding site. We can't twist it in that way. It's like there's a litany of factors that go into consideration and it becomes prioritization. Like highest on the list versus maybe a little extra cash versus poor and forgettable.
Oh yeah.
Nobody would say that out
Well,
loud.
no one's gonna give like a liver to or whatever.
Yeah, they say she smokes a
you
lot.
know, or that would be a lung.
Right.
Well,
And guess
or a
what's on the
heart.
list? Lung double, lung single.
How much is that go
Dude,
for?
1.8 million for a single, 2.3 for a double. You're better off separating those bad boys and selling them separately.
I gotta think about that the next time I buy a drink and they ask for a single or a double though.
Well, no, like
1.2
my thing
million.
is, do you
Niggas
guys
crazy.
remember the whole when we were going to driving school, getting our
Yeah.
license, and we
Yeah,
knew
we
we'd
did.
have to decide if we wanted to be organ donors or not. We all had heard, oh, if you're an organ donor, that means you guys are going to, they're not going to care about you as much. This kind of brings that to the front of my mind of, okay, what if I am like near death? They want to bid on my organs, I guess,
Unfortunately, I left my wallet over there by you, Doug, but it's a dumb prop anyway. I was going to pull out my license because I chose to be an organ donor.
I did too.
There is
Good for you.
another story that's been going around that I realize I don't have queued up. If we want, it's just a lady at the hospital. I could probably
I don't know if this is
spare you
sad.
pulling
my
on the
dad told me-
heartstrings, but it's a mom who shows up to the hospital. We're going to get to a doctor here that's going to explain the organ donating process, but I'm all over the place. Let me centralize myself. First, I made myself an organ donor. Why? Because it personally positively impacted my family. My grandmother got a lung and I was able to extend my experience with her easily by like a decade, let's say. So it was wonderful for my family. And I always felt if I could bestow that wonder to someone else's family, I owe it to the ethos. I would do it in a heartbeat. Now, a story that Ricky's indicating he had seen that I have queued up or I could get it queued up if we want to watch it, but it's just a lady freaking out at a hospital as there's just lines of nurses like keeping her restrained essentially as she's confronting the fact that my kid was an organ donor, then took himself off the list and it's not even on his license anymore, but they never officially removed him from the registry. Now we're going to get to another doctor here that's going to talk about my whole understanding of what this was is that they harvested them from deceased folks. This guy makes it clear you cannot take it from a cadaver. You cannot take it from a deceased body.
Yeah,
They
you
have to be alive.
And so it's usually the comatose or people that they're
Exactly.
keeping alive on
So
ventilation.
imagine a mother that shows up to a hospital. Her son has taken himself off the donors list, but was still in the registry. Her son is being kept alive in a back room with half his organs already harvested. Sit in that for a minute.
I mean, how long does it take to update? Like, is that something we all should
No, I think you're seeing the little loop-de-hole here is we got you to sign it once, and when the going gets tough, oopsie, he's already cut up in 10 pieces. Like, it's one of those, that's an intentional mistake. Allegedly, I'm a little conspiracy boy, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's 1000% part of the scheme. Is once you're in, you're in. So I learned these stories. We're going to continue to unfold this dialogue here, and I'm going to go, yeah, I love that you did for grandma, but I think I'm going to remove myself from this bad boy. I don't know if it's going to be any good.
As long as the next
Is there a
person
way you
drinks
could like
Bumbleberry.
check if you
How?
Well,
You're going to go to the BMV and they're going to be like, it's not on your license.
They're gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, this state auditor's website."
Yeah.
Something stupid like that. They'll be like,
Exactly.
they don't have that there.
And
Well, that's
you
where
work in it.
state and will and everything is important too.
I mean, yeah, I think I am. Oh, you meant a will.
Well, yeah, will, your state, like your living will, like
Your
power
estate.
of attorney, like
Yeah.
that's where if it's
Yeah,
clearly
that's
spelled
important
out,
stuff.
you get an attorney to make sure and everything, hopefully, and then if not, your next of kin gets some money from a lawsuit.
This is crazy too, Brad Richardson. That being on your license makes the EMTs focus on saving you more so than without
because
it.
they need to keep you alive.
But
Exactly.
again, they're not saving you
They're
to
trying to keep you body alive.
what is that medical term like when you get back to
Resuscitation.
no
For life, like
when you're back to like stable. They're not going to bring you to like full
like-
stability to where you are able to like
Respond.
operate autonomously and you're going to recover. They're going to keep you alive. They're going to keep the blood flowing so the organs
Sedated.
stay right. So even that, like, maybe you shouldn't have it on there because even if they let you, dude, let me die. I don't need to be some like organ vat in a hospital in my final moments. I'd rather just die on the pavement.
Yeah.
If
Dude,
I
that's
wanna be
crazy.
Studied, you can always donate your body to a medical school to be autopsy.
What do you think, Ricky?
I'd rather have that.
my dad always told me not to go on the organ list because you're poor and they're just gonna save you to take your shit. That's what he told me. So I never ever checked the button to fucking be on the organ list.
I mean, I didn't hear anything
Where-
wrong.
Where does this end up in the humanure conversation?
Well, you take the heart, the eyeballs, the gonads, the tongue, the ears, the lungs,
The liver.
maybe some intestine bits,
Wait, go.
and then the rest, maybe some fingers. Guy needs a couple of thumb. I mean, he hasn't given one of these in a fat minute. then everything that's left goes to humanure.
Everything that's left, I got 100 acres.
I'm growing tomatoes.
That's crazy.
Integrity Farms.
Integrity
Farm.
Mm-mm.
Where is your integrity?
So let me go now to Dr. Paul Burns. He drops a bombshell surrounding this whole system
He's
and
gonna
its
drop
process.
a burn on you.
Yeah.
cannot get any organs from a cadaver. Every organ that's transplanted is a healthy organ, and you can only get healthy organs from living persons. You cannot get any organs for transplant from a cadaver.
He's spilling his beans.
Don't put it on your license.
And the things I'm telling you is that you are not allowed to hear. And because if you hear it, you will be upset, as all three of you.
You got
are
it.
Upset, and rightly so. You should be upset because whose organs do they want? They want
Hey, now you fix
McLovin's.
your fire alarm.
the organs from the
It went off.
certainly from all children, but especially the people who are 16 to 30.
It's back.
And their life is in jeopardy. If they're unconscious and on a ventilator, they're going to get their organs, and they do everything to get their organs. And once the organs are taken, you can't bring them back to life. And so what they do is they tell the relatives, well, you know, your daughter Sally would really like to do something good, and this is a way to make something good out of this tragedy, and or your son, and while they have been getting organs from accidents and gunshot wounds, they now get more organs from overdose of drugs than they do from accidents and gunshot wounds combined. 8 deaths a day from overdose in Ohio, and they get their organs is what they want, and so what are they doing? They're giving the policemen the Narcan to counteract the drug, which gets them into the emergency room, but it doesn't save their life. It gets them in the emergency room, and they still get their organs. And so,
It's so diabolically disgusting.
oh, it really is. See, it's so bad. And
I can't even.
It's almost like they're invested in the epidemics, you know.
Yeah,
rolling
like
out
who
in
gets shots the
neighborhoods.
most? See, my dad was onto something. You see, hey, I could be just riding in the hood and just bam, you know, out of nowhere, just random. Look how much time you hear random shots, you know. Ricky down neck, and they just keep me on the vent, keep pooping, so blood is circulating, clogging up. You know, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. He was onto
He ain't
something. He was
wrong.
cooking, and then money talks, man. At the end of the day, money talks, bro. So if they really want to put you in some shit, and they know you're a match, that like, do y'all like go to blood bank and donate blood and stuff like that and put y'all blood in the system and stuff like that?
I have, yeah.
Of course.
Call me a conspiracy theorist.
I know.
If you met someone that needs it, you
Dude,
might-
you just dawned something on me.
you might end up
Wait,
with
hold
your-
on, Doug. When you go, have you guys ever done that? I'm like, you know, when the doctors order it once or twice,
No,
then you made me remember back in like high school,
Yeah, in school.
when they'd show up and it'd be like, you could get like 10 minutes away from your class and a free cookie. And I was like, cookies?
I got like an hour away.
You sold your soul for a cookie.
I missed
And
a few
dude,
periods.
As soon as he said that, I'm like, my kid blood, that shit's worth, that's Ellen DeGeneres crack.
Dude, that was a cocktail for somebody.
It was a cocktail. I literally made elitist cocktails for cookies. Epstein sold my blood. First off, that's the school picture catalog. Remember, they were like, oh my God, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad owns all of the school pictures that we all took, the company that did it. And they were like, they were shopping for kids. No, they were like, this is the blood I want. This is the blood I want. I want this one's blood. And then I was like, you said cookie.
Dude, you thought you escaped that island by scuba diving, and they still got you.
They got me at BBHHS, the Blue Ribbon School. They got me.
Cookie.
Cookie. Dude,
They were
okay,
good
let's be
cookies.
real.
They were
At
good cookies.
17, 16 years old, any ultimatum with a cookie, you never thought twice. It was like, whatever it is, sure. It's balanced with a cookie.
Unlist.
How harmful can it be?
Sure.
But like his sugar is spiking as we're taking it. And literally, Pickett, I was going to say, Lindsey Graham's like, that's how I like it.
Oh my
Allegedly, it's all jokes, satirical jokes.
I
Friend of the
donated-
show.
I donated blood in high school, like during the summer, because you get a free ticket to Warp Tour if you did it. And so I got
You
to
get
go
that
to Warp
ticket?
Tour for
I
free
missed that
for
one.
years.
I just got cookies.
It was a great deal. Free Warp Tour.
I would have gone to that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I never did.
No. Nobody got that. Doug haggles.
Doug was being handed the cookies. Like, what else? you got?
Well, no, that's the other thing. You got more than 10 minutes. You just said you felt woozy. You'd get like as much time as
He
you
is
needed.
right. Doug milked this. Doug's like, they were swimming in my blood too, but I milked it. I got more than
I
you.
got out of-
Even a
I got
I
out
got
of-
double recess, 3 cookies, and a Warp Tour.
I'm not even a rare
Chemistry.
blood type.
Crazy,
We're
bro.
the most healthy person in the world. Let them take it.
I got out of chemistry and I saw My Chemical Romance. What did you get?
Yeah, I did see My Chemical Romance. You're right. Along with The Day to Remember, Machine Gun Kelly, Choda.
Problems with Chester. He was squawking.
So
Dude
bad.
was telling on the story. We were
All right. So
getting away with it.
Speaking of Chester, Beth and Noella.
Yeah, Noella was like, I was. I know that you put on the news and broadcasted to Spain
Speaking of the
that I was very
the
confident.
most recent doctor you just brought on, what a buzzkill that guy is at every party. Just spilling his guts about fucking organs.
I think it's a guy that's going,
I'm next.
well, that or I have a front row seat to one of the biggest systemic issues. Somebody needs to sound an alarm.
Yeah.
Here we go. Brad Richardson, I've got really good blood. Moonshine running through it.
Clean as hell.
That is purifying.
You might lose your eyesight. That's the only thing I ever know about
Should get
moonshine.
that checked out.
First time I ever had moonshine, people were like, "You might lose your eyesight." I was like, "What?"
All right, let's land this plane because I think it hits a whole bunch of sections. I feel this story personally because I myself have been a beneficiary of the organ system. I see people that work within it, that neighbors that have good intention, and you want to hope that the system cares about people at its best. But then you also see once a system develops and continues to grow, sometimes it gets bigger, too big for its own good. And when you've got a receipt of 20 different organs, they're all bidded and accounted for. And in your waking moment, you're like, you know what? I didn't think about therapy. Hey, don't laugh.
Pretty bad.
I was not expecting the plane to land that way.
And so I think people should be allowed to second guess systemic assisted unalivings. Will, I'm going to go to you and then we'll go to Ricky. Any wrapping thoughts?
I mean, I'm definitely going to check. I'm pretty sure I'm an organ donor. I don't think I will be come next Tuesday.
Yeah.
These are all mine. You don't get them.
You could have got them if this was a fair game. But when I learned that you're going to just keep me alive like a battery and just take what we need a toe. We need a toe. And it's all that part's going to Dan Schneider. It's this whole like, I think I want it to be on my terms. You get me when I go.
I get to pick who gets these toes.
And it ain't going to Dan Schneider without paying.
No.
Ketchup is not covering these without.
I'm getting paid.
Right. If you're going to cover my toes in
my
ketchup.
closing argument.
Oh.
Here it is.
Those are the people running our world. All right, Ricky, wrapping thoughts.
Wrapping thoughts is I will not put organ donor on my license.
I did it before and I'm not doing it tomorrow.
But if I'm like in a coma for over a year, I don't want to be there. And I already told my fiance,
that's your will that
and
decides that.
you can do whatever necessary. If hey, I'm a wild boy, I had a wild life. If I have anything more valuable in me, they can have it after a year. I might get up on 364. I might get up.
That's what I'm thinking.
That, all hands off.
And if it's 366, too bad.
I agree. Too bad. I ain't coming in time. That's all right. It was my time, bro.
I'm with it. Doug, before I close it, anything you want to add?
Oh, I got to piss.
Everybody should make sure they have a will or power of attorney that they trust. That's my point of view right now.
I trust me.
Doug knows what he's talking about. It's forced a very uncomfortable question back into the spotlight. And it's one we don't really get to dodge anymore because this isn't just about one woman, one country, or one controversial case. It's about whether a system designed to give people control at the most vulnerable moment of their lives can actually protect that control when it matters most. Not when everything is calm and theoretical, but when emotions shift, when doubt creeps in, when someone hesitates. That's the real test. Because if the answer is anything less than absolute, if there's even a possibility that momentum, policy, or process can carry a decision forward after a person begins to pull back, then we're no longer talking about autonomy. We're talking about something else entirely. And that's where this gets bigger than policy, bigger than politics. It becomes a question of trust that safeguards aren't just written down, but lived out. Trust that consent isn't treated like a box you checked once, but a line that can be redrawn at any moment. Trust that the system is capable of stopping even when everything around it is built to keep going. Because if people lose that trust even a little bit, then every future case carries a shadow, a question in the back of the mind. Will I still be in control if I change my mind? And if we can't answer that question clearly, confidently, without hesitation, then no amount of regulation, oversight, or good intention is going to be
I
enough
wonder
to
if
hold
she
this
signed
together.
the dotted lines.
And that's what
Okay.
this case leaves us
Do you
with.
think she signed
Not
the
a
dotted lines?
conclusion,
And they're like,
but a standard.
she
One,
signed,
that any system dealing with life,
signed the
death,
contract.
and human
Can't go
vulnerability
back no more.
doesn't just have to meet, it has to prove over and over again that it never stops meeting it. All right, now let's get into a fun one that sounds like a parody joke, but it's quite a good time.
You have a little photo.
It's actually terrible, but it's the humor. You know, they what do they say? Tragedies, like Shakespearean tragedies. It's also just like one big comedy.
Succession.
Yeah, see, there you go. Getting into our next topic of the day. Talk about a doozy. This next headline sounds like a joke setup. America's first lady, France's first gentleman, and a robot walk into the White House. Except this one actually happened. This past week, Melania Trump hosted a global summit at the White House, bringing together representatives from over 40 countries, including France's first gentleman, Brigitte Macron, to talk about the future of education, technology, and artificial intelligence. And then she walked in with a robot. Not metaphorically, a full humanoid machine. Figure 03 walked beside her into the East Room, greeted world leaders, and delivered remarks in multiple languages. Let that sink in for a second. World leaders' spouses standing in the White House, listening to a robot give a speech. That's not future, that's now. The event was called Fostering the Future Together, and on its surface, it was about education. Specifically, how AI could reshape learning for the next generation. Melania laid out a vision where AI doesn't just live in your phone anymore. It walks, it talks, it teaches your kids. She described a world where humanoid AI systems could deliver personalized, emotionally responsive education, adapting in real time to how a child thinks, learns, and even feels. Now, on one hand, that sounds like innovation. On the other, it raises some serious questions, because when you start talking about AI, that can interpret emotion, respond to behavior, and shape how people think from a young age. You're not just talking about technology anymore. You're talking about influence. And that's where the broader conversation quietly starts to shift. Behind the scenes, governments, not just in the United States, but globally, are increasingly trying to figure out how to regulate AI, control its outputs, and manage the flow of information these systems produce. Not necessarily in loud, headline-grabbing ways, but in subtle frameworks, guardrails on what AI can say, and controls on how information is delivered, standards around safe or acceptable outputs. And when you combine that with AI systems that can eventually speak for you, write for you, even interpret your thoughts or expressions, you start getting into territory where speech itself becomes meditated and mediated. Not censored in the traditional sense, but filtered, shaped, guided. And that's the real subtext of a meeting this grand. Because when global leadership gathers to talk about AI in education, communication, and human interaction, they're not just planning tools, they're setting the foundation for how future generations will receive information and who gets to influence the pipeline. Even Brigitte Macron, while participating in the event, raised concerns about technology's impact on children, particularly around screen exposure and over-reliance on digital systems. But my beef with the big dog is more Brigitte's insistence on policing speech and censoring the First Amendment. We have the first gentleman of France, a trickster and a liar in their very being, sitting in the White House next to the president's purchased foreign wife and a robot, saying amendment number 1 needs to go. And the people stay idle, none the wiser. So even inside the room, there's tension, excitement on one side, caution on the other. But the image says it all. A first lady, a global delegate swindler, and a robot speaking in the White House like it belongs there, because maybe it does. And maybe that's the point. We're moving into a world where technology isn't just a tool we use. It's an entity we interact with. And the moment that happens, the question isn't just what can it do? It's who decides what it's allowed to say. So
It
without
sounds like Skynet's taking over.
Oh, Skynet has all we're beyond Skynet.
I got a funnier one.
What's that?
They just had a giant conversation about we have to introduce C3PO to the masses.
In what way?
Just a robot that could talk in multiple languages while also policing speech.
Oh, you
Like,
mean in this
Yeah.
regard? Right, yeah.
it's literally C3PO. That's what they brought out there.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Doug?
Nothing. I just love the idea of having a.
Why'd you raise your hand?
Because I was like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a yippee.
Yeah,
Woo!
I wanna see-
Well, then put your other hand up.
I think he did. I think the TV was.
Don't give him that.
All right. Oh, my bad. My bad.
All right, let's bring in what humanoid number 3.
Is that the blonde? Oh, sorry.
It's E.T. What an entrance.
Did I push that thing
He
over?
walks really well.
It is, I mean, it's Joe Biden. How do you think they got away with it?
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't not see it now.
Tell me they don't walk like Joe Biden.
The Joe Biden robot.
We can't hear you, Riggy.
Some guy's just controlling it. Like, go left, go right, go right, go right. Hello, sir. I mean, madam.
What's up, my dog?
Big dog. Who the hell is that robot?
Oh shit! I was muted.
Imagine it salutes like Elon.
I am Trump.
For inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at
I am Ultron. I am
I'm
I have an impossible time hearing him.
from the United States of America.
I
I am grateful to be part of this historic
There it
movement
is.
to empower children with technology and education.
Just talking in all the different languages. You know, that isn't the clip that infuriates me as much as this one.
You know that I am the United States, a country that I love very much. And
All right, can we also acknowledge this clip? Terrible choice of the voiceover. The voiceover is just a guy going, I don't think you should have first speech. I'd free speech. All the people saying, I got balls. It's a bad idea. It's like, well, you chose the wrong voiceover. Let's go back to Mr. Brigitte Macron.
I do know that I am the United States, a country that I love very much.
I love
And here, we are the country of free speech. But I think that liberty does have some rules. We have to be free, but adapt to certain codes. So I believe in these codes. Too many young people are suffering, and they do not tell us, but they send signals, very strong signals. From
If
young
they do
people
not
in
tell
tea-
us, how can you know?
Well, you're catching on.
dangers.
And how?
So
hold on.
it's
How's a fucking French coming to America? I'm from Jamaica, but still coming to fucking America talking about free speech, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Go back over there and do, eat your snails and do. Like, what do you mean? Free speech already
They
has
just put you
limits.
on an island like Napoleon.
But free
He
speech
said it
already
like
has-
such a well-spoken delegate.
Free speech already has limits. You can't make threatening words. You can't do certain things with your free speech. Like, why you want to come over here and guard something you say you don't know about?
Because she will say,
I don't have balls.
yeah, she will say that, but don't grab a piece of my hair. I'm not going to prove it with that. No, she'll say, saying fire in a movie theater is equally as the damage is equal to you saying you are your brother.
Isn't this what Afroman just did the other
Like,
day to a
wow.
public official? Isn't she a public official in France? so we can't make satire saying she's a man. Then,
Dude, we live in a country where we can say F America, but not F a foreign country.
No, we just do that.
There's literally one country you can't say that about, and it's not even our own. That's the world we live in. So yeah, it in a world where nothing makes sense, it totally makes sense that she gets to come in here and go, it's the same as saying fire in a movie theater.
No.
Who, you? Talking about you? Yeah, me personally. Okay. What about Lily Tino from TikTok? What about the bro that goes to her? Bro's on his own. It just hurts my feelings when you talk about me.
That soldier's on his own. Out there. There's no such thing as friendly fire.
Up to us to answer them. Let's answer them all together.
Honestly,
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be back.
They really did. I'm sorry.
They did.
I'm on your side on that.
Any thoughts you want to add to
To which part in particular? Is there like a particular, like what she said in terms of what she said?
Anything?
Oh, I mean, do you understand how many times you have to be the butt of one singular joke? It's just one joke. It's not a lot of jokes about her. There's one running joke about her. And the best part about jokes is there's some truth in all of them. That she has to now go on a tirade to a foreign country to say you cannot freely speak anymore.
Well, because we're the only country allowed to say it.
And it's just built off of one joke, really.
I don't agree with the declaration of it being a joke. Like calling Michelle Obama a dude is a joke. Because there's literally no substance to that beyond a couple of like very fringe things. A photo of Obama with supposedly Michael when they were in college.
Right.
Pretty damn convincing. No declaration one way or the other about it. Then you have one video of her on Ellen that looks like something's dangling. It's like there's not a lot there, and it's so like the innuendos, her podcast. There's all these moments where it alludes to it. That's a joke.
Well, let me rephrase my word.
Well,
not joke,
so more than anything, it's like, yes, this is a very legitimate accusation that at a point where you're going to take it into a courtroom and police an entire like, it's not a joke. Like, it's either truth or you have to refute it. That should be the burden of proof in a free country.
Right.
But
so I guess accusation would be the better word.
So
Michelle Obama one was more apt.
Do you want to finish your thought?
No, I know you kind of did. You kind of wrapped it up there.
All right. What were you gonna say, Ricky?
So our former first lady don't even be pressing the first speech issue, but this French lady
because she
come over
knows.
here and
Here's the deal. Because Ricky, we all know.
Yeah,
it's a joke because
it's funny.
It ain't going. Here's a joke. Look at a picture of Bush's wives. All the Bush's wives.
Yeah.
You're like, that's funny.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
that's a joke. But but why does it never really get legs? Because in a world where we didn't have the internet to go, look, I see something swaying. Like, they escaped the micro lens of the internet.
Right.
Michelle Obama, there's enough there where it's like, until you prove it or fight it, it's never going away. The fact that she isn't proving it or fighting it, dude, tells you everything you need to know. Hence why the joke doesn't go away. Because it's one of those, we know, no one's saying nothing. Literally, Russia is holding the biggest secret. They know what's going on with Brittany Griner. Hence why they were able to get a merchant of death back. You can go see a video of Brittany Griner at a pool party. You could see, why does Brittany Griner's daughter call her the dad? Like, it's all very, very clear. But Brittany's smarter than Big Dog Brigitte.
Yeah.
She knows. Say nothing, fight nothing. Don't pull yourself in the court of public opinion, and it always becomes a gray fugazi. This woman is so cooked because this woman, this person. Wait, which person? Let me be more specific. The first gentleman of France. I'm trying to pull up a video. It should have been.
That was a photo.
Oh, it is. It is. I went up the wrong thing. Now bringing in the first gentleman of France.
Damn.
What Big Dog Brigitte is up against is it isn't just wow. I'm desperately trying to remember.
Wow.
What the name
why they doing her like this?
It's gonna hit me and I'm gonna go, that's it. What her real birth name is, I'll come to it. The brother that she really is. It's gonna hit me.
No.
Close.
Good call. Down the wiki hole.
Down the wiki hole. But what Big Dog Brigitte is up against is
she dug her hole.
Even if you pluck your hair and it goes, turns out the chromosomes are right. It's a chick. You still were 40 and married a 14-year-old or first seduced a 14-year-old Emmanuel Macron.
Yeah.
Like literally the foundation of your relationship, if straight, still criminal.
Yep.
So watch the free speech, the free tongue country. We are going to punch down as long as we can. Because even if you win this one thing, the macroscopic view of your character is despicable. And for a human like this to go, but I think rule 1 should go away. The First Amendment, I got beef with it. Everybody keeps talking about my balls.
And her country helped us fight for it.
They will not drop the sticky wicket. They just keep coming.
I'm not going to drop it.
Nope. It's a sticky wicket.
As long as that photo is still funny to me, I'm not going to have it.
But again, look at the future of your country. Hello.
Look at her standing next to Melania. Melania is like a woman. Don't have to.
A very evil woman, but a woman.
With identifiably a woman.
One has ovaries. 2 are manufactured.
But this robot
It's
just
not the one in the
at
middle.
White House.
What?
Crazy.
What's that, Ricky?
This robot at the White House it's just our president in 10 years.
100%. So much sooner than you think.
It's going to win the election.
And it'll be owned by Palantir. But as Will mentioned,
robots programming not to change.
Bingo. So the even bigger part is Will raised. Yes, Big Brigitte is definitely a topic. But the bigger piece of this is the first lady purchased by the president. The first lady walks out with a robot and goes, this is what's going to train your babies, teach your babies, grow your babies. You are going to hand over your babies to
Figure 03.
That's your future. So we brought her in earlier on the episode. I want to go back to her one last time. I have GT, Bear Bait Official. She's got a comment about AI. And when GT starts going doom and gloom, we really got to start listening.
Actually be doomed, and I'm struggling to have a positive outlook on it. Have you noticed that the people around you don't seem to live in reality? Well, there is very good reason for that. Aside from most of the internet being just bots, most web traffic is bots, most of the text available to you comes from AI in some way, shape, or form. Well, it turns out not only does AI tend to amplify our delusions, and not only is it more persuasive than an actual person, and not only is it that people can't reliably determine if they're speaking to an AI or not, it's warping our critical thinking capacity. We are offloading a lot of our cognitive work to AI, and that comes from things like write this email for me, or communicate with a friend, how do I respond to this, or doing your work tasks. When you're not doing that, your capacity to be able to do that is atrophied. Even if you are not using AI in a way that amplifies your delusions, you're still losing critical thinking capacity by offloading that thought to AI. Here's where the internet being mostly bots gets really bad, because us humans determine reality as a consensus. This is the same reason why people who are isolated can go into psychosis, because they need to reflect reality against a peer. They can tell them if what they're thinking is reasonable or what they're seeing is really there. Unfortunately, we are isolated. We just don't always know it. You have no way of knowing that the people you interact with online are real, and there's a decent chance that they're not. One thing you'll find is that people's beliefs are not morally consistent. We tend to fall into groups. It's us versus them. Within those groups, there's peer pressure. So when you deviate from the norm, somebody is going to tell you, no, you shouldn't believe that, or you shouldn't say that. It won't always make sense, but you still feel it very strongly, and you may never stop to reflect to ask yourself why you believe this, or if it's consistent with the morals that you have. I'm not telling you to make major changes in your life. I'm asking you to stop and think, and apply that to the areas that you feel most emotional about, most angry about. Try to figure out why somebody else would have strong-held beliefs in an entirely different area than you. If you can understand where they're coming from, even though you disagree with them, well, that's a start to thinking critically. I think that we might be doomed.
Yeah, but
And
eyes.
Gotta
will be
think.
tonight, then I will. Sorry.
sometimes you got to think and you got to rethink.
No
Ricky, any
diss.
thoughts on the whole thing?
Her eyes says doom.
It does. They really do. I mean, we're walking down a tight road, and they're waving at us as we just march to hell.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that picture.
Like, it looks
I didn't
bad.
expect this after a week saying we need to check up on Parliament in Austria, wherever they're at. For
Yeah,
AI
great
to
point.
walk in and
Wow,
be like-
Ricky.
to be walking.
So
into
if you
shit.
recall, last week Ricky goes, "You got to add." We did. I'll make a note so we add it for the update next week. But he was like, "I want an update on that foreign country that has implemented an AI senator, and then all the other senators
have it, yeah.
have like an AI baby of the senator to assist them on their job." He goes, "We need to check in on that. What's going on with that country?" And then it's like, "No, baby, it's our country, and the president is waving at you."
C3PO.
And I'm
What
too
does
poor. I
he say?
can't afford
Danger,
no robot.
danger.
Melania talking about robots raising her kid. I can't afford that shit. So I'm gonna be old school. And
Ricky,
I'm all right.
here's what's sad. You don't realize you can't afford all the things you just listed because half your paycheck has been building this the whole time.
Building
That's
Figure
facts.
03.
That's
Like,
facts, dude.
Here, you don't need to afford it. We've subsidized
They
it.
should have
It's
just
going
walked it out.
home.
They should have just walked this out and be like,
We
new
subsidized the
defense
next
of
president.
war.
Exactly. The reality is
It's iRobot.
exactly. It's when it shows up at your house and it's here to. I am here to teach the kids, and you're like,
Oh my God. What was
I don't have kids, and they're like, we have on the report you've got 2 female, 1 male.
The hidden.
It's math time, and it just marches in.
Oh my God, that's another update. Remember those canine dogs, like those cyber dogs are now using?
Did
Yeah.
you see that was implemented where? I think in
I think
Atlanta.
That
for
was
the
Florida.
Yeah,
That was like Miami.
I saw anyway in one of the like heavier cities. I want to say it was Atlanta because it was one of those like it was in a really dangerous area. But they're implemented across the country, and this girl puts down her window and she films it and she's like, "Oh no, it's the Black Mirror thing," and it literally like just turns. And she's like, "Oh no, it's waving." it's like, well, those ones, it's like a security patrol to catch crime, and it's actually remoted by a human for this moment in time. And it is funny that a human was like, to make it more approachable, it's just like, "Meh."
Hello, human.
And they're like, "Oh my God, it's waving." Dude, it's gonna hunt you down in like 4 years, but right now it's cute.
Right now you could pet it.
I saw the meme you liked on X, and it just chases you down. We're cooked. All right, let's start closing out the topic. Ricky, do you have any wrapping thoughts?
Scary times we're living. Scary times.
So facts. Between Brigitte coming after our First Amendment and the robot
Ain't got
coming
much
for
to
your
say.
child's development, the craziest part is starting this show and now being down as far the line we are.
Any thoughts on
It
y'all?
was always
y'all in the chat?
future, and now it's the now. So, do you have any rapping thoughts on the whole thing?
No, I just love it when the
Y'all want robots in y'all
the
government?
foreign
Or
man comes
even
to our
in,
country and says, "Get rid of your
like,
first
your
bill."
government getting comfortable.
Number one rule: I don't like it because you
think
keep
they
talking
should
about my
use-
balls.
Fucking
No, I won't cut my hair.
the future, man. You gotta adapt. We're getting.
It hurts my feelings.
Do you think
Suck
she-
the blood.
Do you think she has a personal barber that's like you have to dispose of the
Brother.
hair in certain ways?
That's a wig. That's such a wig.
I was gonna say it's never not a different length.
They're saying that you're discriminatory though,
I'm
because
sorry.
once you get older, you know, maybe she wishes she had her traditional hair, but this is a wig because I'm old. No, it's because you're a bro. All satire, all jokes.
Just jokes here.
In
at the
America,
Reaping.
we could still make jokes today. Doug, any rapping thoughts?
It's usually the bros that end up losing hair.
Said by the best.
Said by someone experienced.
Dude, I was on a date and the girl goes, "Yeah, bald Brandon, that's my friend. And we don't even have any other Brandons. We just call him bald because he's bald." I go, and he takes it super well. He leans into it for his Halloween costume. He went as Mr. Clean. I go, you know, he's making the most of the situation he got. But I need you to know, for men, nothing cuts deeper than that. Like, that cuts the deepest. Having it, and she's like, "I never really thought of it like that." I go, "He has.
yeah.
He's playing along. He's living with it.
It's Fat
He felt
Sally.
it."
I do not
It's
wanna
Fat Sally. Oh, it's Fat Sally. We love Fat Sally.
Yeah.
Fat Sally. You know.
She has control over that.
Yeah, she never say anything, but it's Fat
that's not
Sally.
genetics. That's personal habit.
Right. Like, it's one of those, women will never respect how out of control it is for men and how much it really does impact, like, it does. It has more weight than I think they'll ever understand, especially because none of them ever really start losing their hair until literally everything else is touching the ground and none of it matters.
Yeah.
So
At that point, organ donor comes back into play.
I very much respect Doug's position. So let's close this thing out, right? Yeah. Before we land this plane, let's separate the spectacle from the substance, because
so we have to
the
bomb.
image is wild.
Wait, if I got
World
it,
leader to the
then
White
guy-
House, a humanoid
mad, bro.
robot addressing the room. But the real story isn't the robot. It's the infrastructure being built around it. Because once technology becomes a primary messenger, not just a tool, but a voice that explains the world to people, teaches kids, answers questions, shapes understanding, then whoever defines its boundaries is shaping reality at scale. Not through force, not through design, through defaults, through what's emphasized, what's softened, and what's left out entirely. And here's the part that matters. This doesn't require some grand conspiracy. It just requires alignment. Governments want safety and stability. Institutions want consistency. Developers want guardrails to avoid chaos. All reasonable goals on their own, but stack them together and you get something powerful. A system where information is increasingly curated before it ever reaches you. And when the system starts engaging people early in classrooms, in homes, in everyday conversations, it doesn't just answer questions, it frames them. So the real issue isn't whether AI should exist in education or whether innovation should move forward. That train has already left the station. The issue is whether the systems we're building remain accountable to the people using them, or whether they slowly become accountable to the entities shaping them.
Chat.
Because if
What
there's
up,
one
chat?
thing history has shown, it's that control over information doesn't have to be obvious to be effective. It just has to be consistent. So as we move into this next phase, where machines don't just process information, but present it, explain it, even humanize it, The standard can't just be innovation. No. It has to be transparency. It has to be plurality. It has to be the ability to question the system without the system quietly steering the answer. Because once a generation grows up learning from something that feels human, but is ultimately programmed, the question isn't just what are they learning? It's whose voice are they really hearing? And if we don't stay sharp on that, if we treat this like a novelty instead of a turning point, we're going to wake up in a world where the most influential voice in the room is the one nobody elected. And by then, it won't be walking into the White House. It'll already be everywhere else. And with that, we get to our last topic, which, as crazy and doom and gloom as AI and technology leaves us, this one, I got to say, brings a little bit of light, a little bit of brightness. It's still not good. Yeah. That's where we're at.
It's more so laughing at the
Oh, yeah.
of people better than us.
Let's do this thing, right? 22 Freemasons on trial, secret society or criminal network. This next story sounds like something pulled straight out of a conspiracy forum. Secret societies, coded networks, and alleged hitmen for hire. Except this one isn't online speculation. It's in a courtroom right now. 22 individuals connected to Freemasonry are standing trial accused of operating what prosecutors describe as a coordinated criminal enterprise, including allegations of facilitating a hitman for hire network. Let that sink in. Not a lone bad actor, not an isolated incident, a network. And that's what's making the case explode in attention. Because of the organization at the center of it, Freemasonry, one of the oldest, most secretive fraternal organizations in the world. For centuries, it's been surrounded by mystery, symbolism, and whispers of influence, with members ranging from everyday professionals all the way up to presidents, judges, and global power brokers. To its members, it's a brotherhood built on fraternity, moral philosophy, and tradition. To its critics, it's always been something else entirely, a closed-door network where power, loyalty, and secrecy intersect. And now this case is forcing those two images to collide head-on. According to prosecutors, the accused weren't just loosely connected. They were allegedly used their relationships, trust, and structure to coordinate criminal activity, including arranging violence through intermediaries. The idea being when you have a tight-knit organization built on loyalty and discretion, it creates an environment where communication can be trusted and questioned less. Now, to be clear, and this matters, Freemasonry as an institution is not on trial here. This is a case against individuals. But perception doesn't work that way. Because when something like this hits the public, people don't separate the individuals from the institution. They start asking bigger questions. How much influence do these organizations really have? How tight are these internal networks? And what happens when that kind of structure is abused? That's why this case is getting so much attention, because it taps into something deeper than just the charges. It taps into a long-standing public fascination with secret organizations operating behind the scenes, and whether that perception is fair or not. Moments like this give it fuel. Now, as the trial unfolds, everything comes down to evidence. Prosecutors will have to prove coordination, intent, and actual criminal conduct, not just association. Defense attorneys, on the other hand, will argue exactly what you'd expect, that this is a guilt by association, inflated narratives, and individuals being tied to something larger simply because of a shared membership. And that's where this gets interesting, because if prosecution proves its case, this becomes one of the most high-profile examples of an internal network being leveraged for organized crime. But if they don't, Then it becomes a cautionary tale about how quickly mystery and reputation can amplify allegations into something much bigger than the facts. Either way, this trial is doing something that rarely happens with groups like this. It's pulling them out of the shadows and putting everything on the record. And for an example on privacy and tradition, that alone is the headline. What do you got for me, Doug?
Well, if this was in the U.S. and this actually could prove connection with the organization, that would fall under what I believe is called RICO.
For sure.
And I only know that because I watch Sons of Anarchy. You know, that's how you try to bring down an organization is usually through RICO. And no, like just like if this in the U.S., that's how you'd bring down the whole organization. But I don't know if France has some sort of law like that. You know what I mean?
Not with Brigitte in charge.
Yeah, you said it. Now, to prove a violation of racketeer influenced and corrupt organizations, the RICO Act, the prosecution or plaintiff must establish the existence of a criminal enterprise, its effect on interstate commerce, the defendant's association with it, a pattern of racketeering activity, at least 2 acts in 10 years, and the defendant's participation in that enterprise. So, existence of an enterprise, association with the enterprise, the defendant must be associated with or employed by the enterprise. Okay, pattern of racketeering activity, the defendant must have committed at least 2 predicate acts of racketeering: mail fraud, murder, bribery, money laundering within the 10-year period. Well, this is all a murder for hire networking problem, so that would be checked. Conduct, participation, the defendant must have participated in operation or management of the enterprise through the pattern of racketeering. Management. The defendant must have participated in the operation or management of the enterprise through the pattern that alone. See, this is where like the law school comes in. All of these are different factors. That factor, conduct or participation, is defined by case law. So now you'd have to go to the cases and find how do they define participated in the operation or management of the enterprise through the pattern of racketeering activity. So really, you would need to show that some of those hitman for hire correspondence happened at a Mason meeting, a Mason event, through Mason networks.
It's in a memo or something.
Right. It's one thing like to say the Indians baseball team is the problem. 2 baseball players coming up with a thing isn't enough or 3 or 4 or 5. It has to be like through the organization. Boom. Thank you. Look at Class A. He's cooked on his own, not the team.
Not the team, right.
But if he was coordinating this with
the Astros
or just other team affiliates. So if they could prove like you did this in the locker room and it was an organized meeting where you told other players in the locker room, and if they could even more so prove that somebody else in the team, like, you know,
but since you bring up gambling, I'll give you something closer. The Chauncey Billups with the mafia and all of them gambling, that's a RICO. Yeah. They got hit with a RICO. Chauncey Billups because of the mafia. He was the head coach, and they had other players. That was all of it, and they may not all know they're part of the same organization, but hey, you have your hand in the pot.
But what was that through? What team was what?
Astros.
Okay, but did it take down the team?
No.
Boom. So that comes back to this isn't going to implicate or in any way define or cast any blame on the institution itself unless they could prove that it was like carried out as an act of masonry.
Because it's perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Portland ain't going down for this, but you know everybody that's part of that had a hand in it is definitely part of the RICO.
You're totally right. Now I need to go to Professor Zhang. This guy, I'm surprised this guy's alive. I got to tell you at this point, he is just uncovering so much. And this is like 3 minutes. This is him explaining Freemasonry and its process.
To understand about secret societies is that there are different layers to secret society. Okay, so in Scottish Rite Freemasonry, there are 33 grades. 33 grades. So you start at 1 and then you slowly climb, okay? Some people can skip. And at each different grade, you're taught different.
Can we be very clear about something right off the rip? I'm going to watch this guy rip up a chalkboard for the next 3 minutes. And this is clearly at a university.
Right.
Like, this is clearly
You can tell he's in a
an
classroom
organized, scholarly, like, this is a class.
Yes.
What university is allowing this? And how lucky are these kids that this is what they get to show up to? Like,
And that's what I'm saying. That
I gotta go to class and listen to Mr. Xiong. And they sit down and it's just like, let me tell you about the 33 levels of Freemasonry. You're like, this is worth my $100,000 and some. I'll go on double debt for this bad boy.
Please, John.
This is a newest
Xiong.
edition. Oh, this is the newest edition of the smartboard, bro.
This is just, but dude, this is classic.
Oh yeah, this
Straight
is
up
how,
chalk.
This is how articulate he is at doing this. He doesn't need to recalibrate the board at all. He's like,
Exactly. That's
Beep,
what I'm
boop, boop,
saying.
boop. Wait, what's that movie with Matt Damon, Robin Williams?
Oh, Good Will Hunting.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to
it's
get
like, watch me rip up
You
this
see this?
chalkboard.
You see this? I can do this in my sleep. Sorry, you can't figure it out yet.
And it all leads back to Trump.
This is child's play. This is child's play.
Secrets or understanding of the world. So maybe here,
Basically
you have
one
4 grades,
piece.
okay?
Right, Will?
In the bottom grade,
up.
all you're taught is just to be a good person, to do good works, to do charity, to be kind. That's all you're
That's
taught.
goofy. Sorry.
Okay? But as you move up, you're taught something else, which is we can do God's work. Okay? God has given us a mission. We must do God's work. Okay? And up here is we don't need God.
Mm,
Okay?
The
higher you
next
climb,
one's the
more secrets
worst.
you're told. And then
it gets worse.
as
Yeah, I
you
am.
move up further, you're taught we don't need God. Okay? So guys, I'm not part of a secret society. I'm just making this up, okay? I'm just showing you how they might work.
I'm not a part of this thing.
Speculating. The last layer is we can be God by killing God.
Whoa.
You understand?
That was a turn I
Do
didn't
you
expect.
understand? At
Dude, that's what I
7:30.
mean. Is literally, 7:30 in the morning,
That's crazy.
hangover from pitcher's
Guys.
night the night before, and you're just sitting there like, yeah, I think I got that one. I think I got it.
Locked in with a hangover. This is some good stuff.
This is, you got that? You want to kill God? Kill God. You're looking at the guy next. You write that right?
Let me see
Kill
your
God.
notes.
What the hell? I missed last week. What the?
Primary school,
Talk
you
about
work
last
hard,
week.
you learn a
Oh,
lot. You go to high school. In high school, they teach you everything you learn in primary school is wrong. Let us teach you new knowledge. You work hard, you learn all this new knowledge. You go to university, the professors there are like, everything you learn in high school is wrong. So let's learn something new, okay? And then you go to graduate school and you're taught everything you learn in university is wrong.
Pythagorean theorem.
So that's how these secret societies work. So the word we use is compartmentalize. So it's a need to know.
In
Okay? Does that make
English,
sense? You are only taught what you need to know at your grade. Okay? And as you can see, the secrets get worse and worse as you climb.
Really.
So how
They
do
do
you
get
maintain
juicier.
secrecy in the system?
F around and find out, Char.
So there are 2 major mechanisms.
holy cow, that's been a smart board the whole time. I
Oh,
totally missed that, Ricky.
That's why I told you.
the whole time.
Ricky, I missed that.
That was
Okay,
right.
I totally. I don't want to go back. So we had, just so we know,
I'm with this blue.
we are literally passing ships. We just had 2 separate conversations with each other.
Yes.
Literally, I thought that was a chalkboard this
with you.
whole
I thought the
time.
same thing.
But
I
hey,
thought
I picked up on
fucking
y'all
modern
what y'all was
tech
saying as
was
well.
No,
I
dude, my
genuinely-
mind is blown.
I genuinely thought he was Matt
Who
Damon.
thought this got that tech would get that good?
No, Alex, I've seen what they have in the current school, like our old school, what they have now. It is leagues above that piece of shit that couldn't sense where you were really trying to write. It is an actual like chalkboard, but not a chalkboard.
Hey,
Like,
Brad
you can
Richardson
write
thought it was a
exact-
chalkboard too. That is cutting it. Well,
It
he's
even
also.
sounds like one.
I know. It's got speakers. It's just like, the Tesla makes an engine sound like. This thing's like.
They're probably a mini
And then you could
speaker.
change its horn. It could be like, "Yee-haw."
They're probably a mini speaker amplifying, like pick up
Yeah.
you amplifying over the smart.
Professor Young's really ripping it up
They can
there.
tell when they put his fingers on it and it's nails.
But what y'all said still earlier made sense. Like, look how he's ripping up the smartboard. He don't even need to do it. It's still, I still fell in line.
Ricky,
like,
my mind is blown. And you know what's even cooler about modern technology is he can just print that, or he could, save it as a PDF.
Post it for the students.
Exactly. I'm just floored by how high definition that technology is.
Imagine if you were.
We made it halfway through. Ricky said it to my face. That's a smart board. And I was like, the chalkboard. I don't know. It's a chalkboard.
Imagine
It's a cool chalkboard. And Ricky's like, sure, dude, whatever. It took
No,
me
I went along
watching
the
him
ride.
click different colors. And I'm like,
Imagine being the hungover student. Think it was a chalkboard. You're going. Whoa!
this class is full of surprises.
Let me see your notes.
Best class ever.
Best class ever. Mr. Xiong, take it away.
The first major mechanism is
Yellow.
incentives. Sorry. Incentives. The idea here
Islands.
is the higher you climb, the more power you have.
That's a separate click over on the button.
I get it, but like,
You'd have to
still.
walk over, clip, boop, eraser, boop. Here he's like, it's part of the PDF now. I got ideas. Sometimes I change them.
So these people in the middle, all they care about is maintaining their privilege. Okay, so
Who
Does
doesn't
that
want to
make sense?
maintain their
Incentives.
privilege? Come on.
The higher you climb, the more invested you are. Therefore, you want to believe the lie.
Believe it.
Then there's blackmail. So if you really want to climb to the top, you have to reveal your secrets too.
Dude,
So
this
you
is a
blackmail.
classroom.
Okay, and we talked about this, right? The idea of
So
transgression.
jealous.
If you really want to climb to the top, you have to commit crimes with other people. So therefore, you can never betray other people.
What degree is
Alex,
this for?
We
And
went to college together. Do you think this is being taught in any classes that we just missed out on?
Hey, here's what I'll tell you. There's definitely like corners in the philosophy department that get off the beaten path. I experienced them. They were a good time.
I was gonna say I didn't experience any of this.
Philosophy changed my life. Hence,
No
a
MK
3-hour
Ultra for
show
you?
every week, way off the beaten path. What'd you say, Ricky? Sorry.
I was just seeing if you went on any MK Ultra beaten path.
Yes.
Some of
Oh
these
yeah, dude.
classes.
Trust me, I
Ricky,
am
have you not
also.
been on this show? Yes, he did.
I'm controlled opposition.
Alex, what do you think that wine class was at Miami? That was
An excuse
MK
to
Ultra.
get, well, I do believe the professor had a single guy flirted the fence. I think he had ultimatum. Oh, he hosted us at his house for a wine party at the end of the year. Tons and tons of wine, tons and tons of kids. He walked around that bee like the guy who owned Jurassic Park. Looked like him, acted like him. He's like, "Welcome to my park," and he's got all the wine left over for the semester at his house. Like, I've made food. I've put on this party. Say thank you.
Sounds like a class.
He was classy. Take your shoes off. Stay a while.
Oh, was it a
Have
no
some more
shoes
wine.
party, Larry David? No shoes party.
I'm glad I got out of there. Kreutz was very comfortable with him. That should tell you everything.
Shocker.
They were very comfortable with each other. They were super comfy. Really comfortable. They were comfortable.
They were comfortable, and you
What's
were
going on here now?
I Had to go.
I'm a little disappointed.
Now nice property. I like what you got here. I'm gonna leave.
I'm good. Thanks for the pregame, chump.
The last thing that
last thing.
helps the system is confirmation bias. And the idea of confirmation bias is you just want to believe what you want to believe. Okay? People don't want to believe the government lies to them. People want to believe the government tells the truth.
Of course.
So
No.
we like to live in a fantasy world. Okay? So
Big
this
guy.
is what keeps the
Big
system
guy.
intact. So this is how secret societies keep their secrets.
SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Don't you just throw your head in the sand? It's a lot more comfortable. So, we got the Masons. They're on trial. It's a big deal.
They
Fun
did it.
stuff. Ironically, I'm going to give credit to. Here's the thing about a psyop of controlled opposition. It's how they control the real narrative. So they have to have little beads of truth in there, but also using the truth to steer you off the path. That is what Candace Owen is. She is controlled opposition to give you enough to have your confidence, to make you feel like somebody's doing something in a world where nobody's doing nothing. And she'll give you just enough to give you the confidence, but never enough to do anything with it or actually bring about justice. That being said, in yesterday's episode, she did do the hard, the homework. We'll give her the credit for the heavy lifting, where she found all the moments of the occult signals following Charlie's assassination.
We started tingling immediately following Charlie's assassination when virtually nothing they were telling us made any sense. And all of the leaders who were communicating to us just felt the need to keep saying 33. Take a listen.
Take a listen.
And that was about, I think I had it. It was like 33 minutes before he was killed.
Charlie Kirk was assassinated at UVU in the afternoon. About a 33-hour manhunt ensued.
Bad stuff happens. And for 33 hours, I was
bug-eyed Cattell back there is like, you did it. You did the thing. Good boy.
Chameleon.
Yeah, good boy.
Where's my wife?
Yeah, good job. I just love he turns around. I did the thing. You did the thing.
I was praying that I was for 33 hours.
33? He's like, yeah, you did the thing.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us.
In 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charlie.
For
Yeah,
Valhalla.
we get it. 33. Look, it is, in my educated opinion, the most obvious signaling ever, alerting those that are in the cult that this was a hit that was done by the cult and for the cult. Now,
It's true. And that's just a more recent event, but we're planting the seeds so you could start picking up on the patterns as they continue to develop. Yes, Doug.
I Googled, Brecksville has
Yes.
a lodge, and apparently they have a table every year at the Brecksville Home Days, the 4th of July event or whatever, July event. Your chance to maybe ask some questions, man.
Well, here's what I'll say. If you look at the Frankie's Frankie's Walk east of Chicago, that building is a Masonic building. I treated myself to some Chinese food on Saturday.
Was it good?
Oh my God. Nobody makes better pot stickers than Frankie's.
It's good.
Literally, after Yummy Yummy went away in my youths, nothing has been even close in the pot sticker game to Frankie's.
Good.
So I'm going to, it's Treat Yourself Saturday.
Yeah, why not?
Israel Adesanya. Make sure you say that quickly so the algorithm doesn't get
I was
pissed.
like, where are we going here?
Got his booty cheeks clapped. And it was a great night for Chinese food on a Saturday. Got to watch it, sit at home, have some Sprite. Good times. Really splurge. Anywho, I'm walking to get my Chinese food in this Masonic building.
Reacted to that.
And, you
reacted to
of
that,
course,
Pat.
because my brain is broken, I obsess over that every time I go to this building. Like I'm just
Every
like,
time I'm
"Hup,
there, too,
there it
I'm
is,
like,
and
yep,
this is the damn thing, and da-da-da." What has been in the catacombs of this building, especially when they first developed Brecksville, the city. But as I'm walking in, you're looking at the doors, and the vast majority, all of them but one, are on the face of the street face, like they're storefronts, right? So you got a pizza shop,
like a
you
little
get-
plaza.
bingo. But there's one door in the middle, obviously, and the stone is chiseled out all around it. It is like the building. It's the door to the main infrastructure.
Original door, probably too.
And where did we grow up? None of us live there, so it doesn't matter. We could tell the internet, but like, where did we grow up? Brecksville. It literally says like founding head Freemason, I think Douglas Breck. Doug. It's like,
Relative of
that's where you get Brecksville. So now I've planted the seed of I want to dig down the rabbit hole of who that guy is.
Well, actually, I've Googled the history.
Well,
of
then hit me up
Brecksville.
with it, Doug.
Well,
Jeez,
you know, obviously
you're
it
holding
was
out
land
on
given
us.
to Colonel Brex after the Civil War. He sent people out here, but from my understanding, there were no actual Brex descendants that like lived here or had some came here and died. Like I didn't think there was actually descendants that actually lived here, but maybe the some that did come here before they died must have founded that then.
Well, to keep your power,
but Colonel Brex
you run out of
never actually
sacrifices.
set foot here, so it must have been a descendant of his then.
Well, that's what it says. We got a Breck. We got a Breck. Bill, that headed the building. So again, one of the more sophisticated cities around suburbs around Cleveland. Clear Masonic ties. Right across the street, ironically, an Underground Railroad building.
Sick.
So the red brick wine.
The red wine.
Yeah.
775 or whatever it's called now.
Yep. That building was used during the Underground Railroad.
Crazy.
It was.
It was.
Yep.
What history that city has?
Well, that's what I mean.
It does, yeah.
And
Brecksville
when
really
you
does.
go to our old
North Royalton, Robbie Heights, all those surrounding used to be part of Brecksville.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I could believe it because even like something always just turned me on to our old friend Steve's house where he's got like the Fitzwater family. Like he lives off of Fitzwater Road and the Fitzwater family is buried deep in his backyard. You could tell by the way, like these aren't just like stones.
Yeah.
Like these were sophisticated members that clearly helped develop the area. And that's where it comes down to like these people, one, humbling the narrative of the world. Like everybody hates white men. They're 8% of the world and they take all the flack. When you look at the country, the people that really are the bad actors or the privilege that has suffocated the country, it is so few people. It's astonishing. And it's the Fitzwater. It's a person who has been here since we fought the British and then helped build this thing. And then they got to be the first bank or the first
They were
few
part of-
restaurants
yeah, I
or
think
the
he was
like
a partner of
when you
Colonel.
see and
He
when you
sent him out to do the survey of the land and everything. I think.
bingo. And when you're foundational in the development of infrastructure, you are the infrastructure. So again, the bloodlines run deep. And the thing to take away about the Masons more than anything is that this is more like the knight or foot soldier arm of like this Rothschild cult that runs the world. They're like the March soldiers. They're not necessarily the powers that be, but some of those at the top, the big circle at the tippy top of the triangle where it's like they want to kill God. Yeah, those guys, they got some power. They're pretty influential. The lights are flickering. The storm's getting to us.
Crazy.
I hope we don't lose you here at some point. I do want to talk about a couple other Masonic things before we totally lose the topic. I want to talk. Here is Pop Culture Brain. You've probably seen him before. Great at reporting. one of the things I want to talk about is the 33 Club in Disney World. If you've never heard of this thing, have you heard of it?
33.
Wait, Alex, real
Doug,
quick.
have you heard of the 33 Club?
Real quick, I did some Googling. John Fitzwater, key figure in the family. He served as a Brecksville town trustee from 1843 to 1859. Fitzwater Family Cemetery. The road is also home to the Fitzwater Family Cemetery, which was historically the largest family cemetery located on private property in the city. Historic legacy. While many members of the family, including John and his wife Sabrina, eventually moved to Tennessee to pursue sheep farming, their remains were later brought back to the family plot in Brecksville. So they had some family here and then eventually left.
Yeah, but even then, to further develop their influence, they maintain their stronghold and power of the infrastructure in the local suburbs of this area to continue developing further. I mean, it's crazy. And it speaks to like where the real concentration of power lies. It's the foundational figures that built the infrastructure, not your Polish neighbor that moved here maybe a generation or 3 ago. Anyway, getting to pop culture brain and peeling back the layers of the 33 Club at Disney World.
$400,000 trying to get back into Disney's most exclusive club, only to lose in court. So now they're spilling all the secrets. In case you're not aware, the Disney parks have a very exclusive membership organization called Club 33. It costs tens of thousands of dollars a year, and people wait decades to be allowed in. Scott and Diana Anderson were members for 5 years after being on the wait list for 12 years prior to that. But after Scott was found passed out on a bench in Disneyland smelling of alcohol, they were kicked out of Club 33. He says he was suffering from a vestibular migraine that day after having 2 glasses of wine.
He did it drinking around the world like Doug did 2 weeks ago.
I did. I succeeded though. I didn't do.
I didn't get
mixed
kicked
drinks.
out of the 33 Club.
I didn't piss myself on the bench.
How many countries you did, Doug?
I did all of them except the U.S., Canada, and the U.K.
So that's
they
not
were
all of them.
beers
How
I could
many?
get here. They were all beers I could get here, so I wasn't worried.
Doug math.
So the couple.
Well, no, I ended up
into
buying
Club
multiple
33.
Florida beers instead to make up for those countries I skipped. Don't worry, I did the amount of countries.
Dog, we have no doubts in it, man.
Some interesting beers in the China. Green tea beer. I was not a big fan.
Doug math.
A vestibular migraine that day after having 2 glasses of wine. So the couple sued Disney to get back into Club 33, only for a jury to decide against them. And now they're ready to burn every bridge. So they've revealed to The Hollywood Reporter what you get when you're in Club 33. Besides access to the members-only dining and cocktail lounges in Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, where they hand-slice prime rib for you at the table, you get 5 VIP tours per person annually. The tour is basically a skip-the-line pass, and 10 people can go on one. Scott also says our park fees were waived, plus we got 100 park tickets for guests. Diana added, as a Club 33 member, you don't have to pay for the Lightning Lane or Genie Pass or all that other garbage. We used to get to ride the Lily Bell, which was Walt's personal car on the Disneyland Railroad train. And as members, they got to spend time in Walt Disney's old Disneyland apartment. Diana says they were even allowed to use the bathroom in there and poop where Walt pooped. A lot of celebrities are in Club 33, and the Andersons had some wild stories about them. Some friends of theirs were apparently denied a Thanksgiving dinner reservation at Club 33 because Tom Hanks shut down the entire club so he could have dinner with his family. Rebel Wilson was suspended for 30 days from Club 33 for
I remember
taking
that.
photos in the bathroom and videos with Mickey, both of which are against the rules. And they also said it was a big scandal when Katy Perry auctioned off access to the lounge at a charity event for $160,000. Diana says you are not allowed to give your
To get access one time, $160,000. It's for the kids.
For charity.
And they love their kids. At a
Yeah.
Katy Perry charity.
Yeah, what a nice tax write-off for her.
Yeah, that's what they're. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had
They're
some
buying
wild-
kids.
They had some
charity.
wild Diddy
And the
party in the
Andersons say that-
33 Club, man. I know it.
Oh,
I know they. I know they did.
You know it gets dirty in there. It's been dirty at least once.
That's one of the biggest problems these days with Club 33. Members are straight up selling access and all the exclusive shit for a profit. Quote, members sell their 100 park tickets. They're getting about $125 for lunch in the club a head. Then there's the exclusive Club 33 merch. Members walk out with 10 bags in their hands of the latest releases of merchandise. They put it all up for sale. One of them even has an online store. We got Club 33 gardening vests and clipping shears that had the 33 logo on the leather pouch. They would sell those items online and get $1,000 for them because they're so rare. There's also special events, and people sell access to those events. The Andersons specifically brought up a dinner inside the Haunted Mansion. The couple calls the devotion to Disney a cult. Scott says it is very truly cultish. Every time they built a new ride and it wasn't up to snuff, members are like, what would Walt do? Diana added, it is a cult and Walt's the Messiah. Of course, what's so ironic here is that even though they're now very critical of Disney, Club 33, and the people who pay for it, they fought for years to get back in after being kicked out. So I guess it can't be all bad.
I hate these people with a passion. I
Thank you,
hate
Will.
them.
Thank you, Will. Thank you.
They're
Thank you.
actually garbage people. They did that on the most moral high ground esque.
Disney is such a money grab.
Well, and Walt Disney was also a Freemason.
Yes.
So
yeah, I mean, it all worked out. And
I think
Historically, a person that hates certain person.
I think you walk in the front door and everybody gets to rub his head when they walk in. Like,
I'm still here.
Not his head. They get to like touch his brain container
what?
because he has his brain frozen.
I think it's his head. I think it's Ted Williams. I think it's like I think they're both just like, you hanging around? Yep.
How's it hanging, Ted?
No, Alex, haven't you watched Fallout, man? He's the talking brain. He's probably in a machine, able to talk to people. Still giving orders.
Nah, he was too.
I just want you to picture a Mickey Mouse with a vat brain on its head, just like this is Walt. And he's like, oh, I'm Walt. It's me. I swear to God, I'm in here.
Oh my God.
Ask me about Germany in 1940.
Prove it. He just goes on a tirade. You always belong to Poland.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They weren't invading. They were coming to talk. They just wanted to hang out.
They have nuclear arms, I swear.
That's him. That's it. Oh my God. How did they do that? Walt, you couldn't have them program your voice. I prefer this.
This is the real me. I'm a real boy.
I'm a real mouse. I'm a mouse.
Jonas Brothers are gonna wear the dirty race.
That was very South Park, Will.
I got one last clip for us. This one goes to Randall Carlson and the Kings of Sellouts. He's on the Sellout Experience.
Speaking of sellouts, ask John.
Yeah, literally. But going to the Sellout Experience, where watch Joe Rogan right at the beginning. He was like, I don't know about that. Like, his show is so not what it used to be. Randall Carlson and I can't remember the other guy that he's obsessed with, who believes like in Tartaria and all that. He has a documentary that Joe's in on Netflix. It'll come to me. Anyway, the two of them who he used to praise are like, yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on with these Freemasons. He's like, I'm not touching that.
I don't touch
my handler said, we're not allowed to touch that anymore.
Have you heard of my $300 million Spotify deal? I don't touch that.
Alpha Brain. It's really good. It's a pill that's going to dehydrate you, but you'll feel good about being miserable.
You'll feel good. You'll be drained like a raisin.
Water. Don't you feel awake? You're alive.
The Masons. They're very cool.
Well,
They're
most
great.
Masons don't really understand the corpus of symbolism that they're sitting on top of. I got to say that. That's the thing that they're custodians of, and most of them don't have a clue what it means. But they're doing an important job by preserving this corpus of symbolism through the layout of the lodge, the meaning of every component in the lodge, because it's a purely astronomical allegory. And then you have the Masonic carpets, and that's where you have the whole story of the comet, the flood. It's all there. The acacia plant, it's all there.
It's all, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's all also an integral part of how Washington, D.C. was designed. Is that true?
You know, I honestly haven't studied that too much.
What I've seen is that there's a bunch of videos where you could watch it where they sort of describe how the layout, you know, is in some way some sort of sacred geometry.
I think
what it's based on.
Freemasons were massively involved
Yeah.
in the construction of Washington, as they were of many great cities. The city I live in, England, has got major Masonic architecture.
So is it like people like me, like my initial prejudice? I hear something like the Masons, like, oh, fucking dude's in a cult, get out of here, leave me alone. Like we assume that all groups of people that follow anything somehow or another are wacky.
Masons, in my opinion, they're largely a drinking club for men. Mainly,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Just a bunch of
I think
dudes.
that's the cover. I think if you can get, let's say, 5% of granddaughters at a university to go, my grandpa's a Mason, and he just puts on a goofy hat and gets drunk with his buddies. It's like, yeah, bitch, he don't know the secrets. That's the whole point.
Alex,
Yeah.
you Google Simpsons Stonemason song. There's a whole thing where
I'd love to play it.
where they did the Freemasons, and it's like, who keeps the electric car on wrap? Who keeps the Martians under wrap? We do. And it's all about the Stonecutters and Illuminati, the secret society. There's a whole song. It's hilarious.
I'm floored.
You should play it. Google it, dude. You can
Yeah, I
play
should
It's
play it.
Great.
If we haven't gotten it turned off yet, we're going to get this stream shut down. Yeah, here's what I love. I may not be able to educate Doug with textbooks, but yellow cartoons will never leave him.
No, really.
He'll
just
remember.
anything I've
He'll
seen.
remember it forever.
It's just anything I've seen, man.
Anything I see. I remember your
I
show
watch
just as
and I
much as
remember.
Bart Simpson.
I watch and I remember. It's how I work.
What's up, Doc? Anywho. Ricky, any wrapping thoughts on the beautiful Freemasons?
Hey,
They're nice guys.
as the professor said, you just got to keep the enough good at the bottom that believe in God. And as y'all was just saying, it will give the illusion of we're just all drinking buddies, you know? And just a few that trickle up the top will.
That's a great point. And I think to piggyback off of that, the biggest hope is ending with Randall Carlson's clip there, where it's like, I hope that their need for symbolism and that through line of tradition and reoccurring practices, I hope that's what they're able to use to prove that it is one big triangle, that you use the bottom rung to hide the higher rungs. And something we've been hearing from the beginning, and it could very well be the case in a world with any hope still left, and it's that their symbolism will be the death of them. That's what we can hope, is that will be the thread that we can use to tie something that seems untieable. Will, any wrapping thoughts on that?
Whatever they say, that whatever we said they did it.
Facts.
Like 100%.
Facts. Douglas, any wrapping thoughts?
Try to be a Mason before.
I mean, dude, we know Freemasons are connected to our history. All of our founding fathers were them. So the history runs deep. The connections run deep. I mean, we barely have scratched the surface because we don't know.
He's
We
not
really
wrong.
Don't know. Our money has Freemason stuff on the back of it. The dollar
Thank
bill, the eye at the top of the pyramid, the all-seeing eye.
I just think a national treasure.
Yeah. Again, Doug's
That's
nailed
right.
it.
Yep. Well,
All right, let's close this bad boy out. So the last point is exactly where this lands, Doug, because whether this case ends in convictions,
Cheers,
acquittals, or something in between, it's not just testing 22 individuals. It's testing how we, as the public, interpret power, secrecy, and association. Because large, influential networks, Freemasonry included, have existed for centuries. That's not speculation, that's history. They've included people with real authority, real access, and real influence across governments, business, and culture. And most of the time, that influence operates quietly, legitimately, even benevolently. But here's the tension. The very qualities that make those organizations strong, trust, loyalty, discretion, are the same qualities that, if abused, can make wrongdoing harder to see and easier to coordinate. That doesn't make the institution guilty, but it does make scrutiny inevitable. And that's the line this case forces everyone to walk. Because on one side, you have a fundamental principle of justice. Individuals are responsible for their actions, not the groups they belong to. But on the other side, you have a very real question. When does a network stop being just a shared affiliation and start becoming an enabling structure? That's not a conspiracy question. That's a structural one. And it applies far beyond Freemasonry to corporations, political circles, nonprofits, even governments themselves. So as this trial unfolds, the outcome matters. Absolutely. But just as important is how we respond to it. Do we demand evidence or lean into assumption? Do we have individuals held accountable or paint them with a broad brush? Do we ignore the role networks can play or overstate it to the point of distortion? Because getting that balance wrong cuts both ways. It can either allow real abuses of power to hide behind reputation or destroy legitimate institutions under the weight of suspicion. And in a moment where trust in institutions is already fragile, that balance matters more than ever. So this case doesn't just leave us with a verdict to watch. It leaves us with a responsibility to separate secrecy from guilt, to separate influence from intent, and to remember that the truth, especially in cases like this, usually isn't found in the shadows or in the headlines. It's found in the evidence. And whether that evidence reveals a criminal network or a narrative that ran ahead of the facts, that's what will ultimately decide if this story becomes a warning or a correction. All right, let's close out this topic for us. I guess we got time for the wheel. Let's do the wheel.
Yeah, why not?
Douglas, I'm going to ask you to click the wheel. We're limited in cameras today again.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, let me click Ricky Boy out.
You are missing one on the wheel. You know that, right?
What's that? Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You saw that? You saw that? You saw it?
That's the sound of the police. All right. The whole purpose of the live show is to get you involved. So, we're going to do the wheel of topics for the folks that have submitted entries for the wheel of topics. Head on over to the Neuro Gym to see yourself featured on the Wheel of Topics. No way.
Oh, you got lucky there.
All right. This is a viewer submission. We haven't had one of these in a minute. So we're you know what? Real quick, so I want to bring the guy in one last time. Oh no.
It's bad. Yeah, we're good.
There we go. So ignore the camera on the left. We're closing out the episode. All right.
The man behind the curtain.
All right. Getting to our last topic here, or the wheel topic. The entry comes from Garth. He wants you got to know your house.
Garth. A little dumb, but you should know the layout of your home. You should know where your filters are and your thermostat is. You should know where the attic access is. You can't be living in a house without knowing where the gas meter is outside.
See, I just love yours is like roots. You should just know how to live. When you said the topic, my brain went to Liam Neeson. You should know how many steps to the light switch. If the power goes out, you should know how to feel your way past the couch. You know where the gun is behind the picture frame. Like,
or if the electrician comes over, you can't give him a blank stare for 10 minutes when they ask you where the power box is.
I gotta ask, does this have to do with like your profession? Do you assist people with like AC and you're like, hey, where are your filters?
Wow,
they have no idea.
AC. Exactly.
So you're in HVAC and these people have no idea their home systems.
100%. And you know who does though? It's always the wife. Shout out to the wife, because the dudes are out working. They have no idea what's going on at home. They could care less. They don't know where, like, there's 4 light switches. They're flicking all of them up. They don't know what's going on the fan. Like, they don't care. But the ladies are getting it done in the high high, lower high class houses. They know where the shit's at.
It's so true. What's funny is I bought a house about 1.5 years ago, and when we did the final walkthrough with the homeowners, he's showing me, the bathroom here has heated floors, and I'm like, well, that's important to know. How do I turn, that's going to just run my bill. How do I turn this off? How do I control it? How do I control the temperature? He literally just stopped me deadpan. He's like, I have no idea. I've never been allowed to touch this. My wife's involved entirely. And I'm just like, what the?
Okay, guy. We see who's wearing the pants.
That's right.
The kids are the only ones who aren't supposed to be touching the thermostat. You're a grown man.
You're paying for the thermostat you're not allowed to touch.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, you had the first comment for us. What do you got?
I do. I'm looking at houses and I spot most of those things within the first 15, 20 minutes of walking around or through a house. Dude, those are the things you look for. Where's the heater? Where's the water tank? How old are they? Where's the meter? Where's all the outlets? Where's the fuse box? How many fuse spaces are left open? All things you're looking at as you're walking through a house. What idiot doesn't know where that stuff is in his house?
I think,
or before he even buys the house, how does he not know?
I think to the humor of his point, that's increasingly modern men. I think our dads always knew all of that. I think folks are going to walk in and know where, like you said, all of that stuff is. But then once you start living in it, you're like, oh, wait, where's the, breaker for this or whatever. At the same time, the beauty of being single is we have to learn it. If we don't know it, it's then no one knows it. And we've got a real big problem.
You don't have a choice.
But you gotta be married, and then you gotta be married for 5 years.
Yeah.
Now you've continued. It's kind of like what AI is going to do to us. When your wife continues to keep track of more and more of your, you continue to lose your head and she's tracking it for you. That dependency, it's going to be just like he said, they know where everything is in the house. The husband has lost track of all of that, mainly because my dad, my uncle, they'd go fix the water heater. The water tank's broken. They'll spend 2 days fixing it.
But you know where it is in your house.
Sure, but they will manually fix it. To a modern patriarch of a family, they don't care because they're just paying someone to do it. They call a guy. Just call a guy.
Shout out
Your
to the
uncle's
guy.
my guy.
Shout out to the guy. Ricky, what do you think of the viewer submission? Any comment?
Kind of part of it, I grew up in Jamaica where light go out, so you have to know the layout of your house to check the breaker and make sure you don't bump into this, bump into that. And I still do that to this day. I will come in and you got to walk across the room to get a light switch. It's bitch. You should know the layout of your house. You should know. If you don't know, I don't know how to change a water tank, but I know how to shut it off. I know how to turn it back on if it's off. I don't know. I know how to cut pipes and rejoin pipes. But I know the basics, and I think that's all we need to know. And I think he's talking about the guys that's just working. They bought the house together, just married. They even get a time to even sit down to learn. They're still working. Their wife is decorating and doing everything in the house. So I can see it. It's not saying the dudes are lazy, but you say it's mothering them and they're out there just doing the job and they don't have time to relax and have the fun and learn where every light switch is and every plug. That's why they got a good woman, I hope.
And the last thing I'm going to add to all of that is looking, I'm not trying to rehash a comment I made to the guy already, but when I first interpreted his point, I more than anything thought like Liam Neeson, know your surrounding, know how many paces it is to the door, know the quickest exit at all times, where perpetrators can jump in at.
Where's your hidden weapon?
You should.
And it is funny because when you first watch the movie Taken and you're 14, that's badass.
That is
And
about that time too.
and then you're like, I gotta try to implant that in my head. And I gotta tell you, hyper obsessing on that long enough, you really do just turn yourself into a person that's hyper aware of your
surrounding.
That surrounding.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's a useful tool. I'll admit not many people have it, but the bigger point is, if I were to interpret the topic myself, where I'd want to take the topic is like, try to plant that seed in your head. Yeah. Try to be the person that's like hyper vigilant in your current situation. And that helps you predict, steer, guide, control. And in a world where chaos is only an increasing factor, I guess that's a good tool to have in your toolbox. Last thing, I start the show with updates. I want to end the show with one update because I really do feel like the last 2 months have been so doom and gloom. I mean, and it's not going to go away. Like AI and the world that's taken us over, it's here. It's not to say that this is a good video, but it's a video of the moment that I think really hits, and it's refreshing because it's an old face, but also bringing around some tough, harsh realities. But Oliver Anthony, when he first created his song, Richmond, North of Richmond, that's when David was here. We were this guy was an exciting figure, and he wasn't going to get spit up and swallowed by the Hollywood mechanism. So, I think that stalled his growth, but that's because he took integrity over fame or influence. And what's great about the guy is, or just interesting, he hasn't been around for quite some time. It's been a couple of years since he's really made a video and talking to the public, especially about what's going on right now. And here's him coming out of the woodworking, and I don't know. I'm going to let it speak for itself.
Well, what do we have here?
Looks good.
Today is March 29th, 2026. And, I've been hermiting it up, and I haven't made a video talking about the world since before Charlie Kirk was shot. And I mean, where the heck do you even start? There's just absolutely horrific stuff in these Epstein files that
good talk.
Horrific stuff in these Epstein files that hasn't gotten nearly any media attention. It's been sort of dismissed as comedy.
Only taken serious here at 3 Think Tank, I'll tell you.
But it's been that way since before the Pizzagate scandals. This stuff is like, that's the whole intention. Same way with this World War III, like all these crazy headlines. There's so much different opinion about all of that, and it's almost impossible to keep up with anything that's going on right now. There's just too much information, and that's kind of my whole point. You see, like, in my opinion, in my unprofessional opinion, since more recent times, or quite arguably, even going back to the industrialization of this country, politics has never really served the purpose of putting people on platforms to be able to lead anyone. It's there to sway public opinion. It's again, it's like we're playing on their playground right now. This is where they want us to argue about all this stuff. And while all this is going on, you see, acquisitions have been made of almost everything: commercial and residential real estate, agriculture, healthcare, education, industrial and commercial construction. It's in everything. I think back even to even the tools that we used on our job sites, and most everyone was fanatical about Milwaukee Tools, and they're on the Chinese stock exchange. And here's proud American construction workers proudly using Chinese power tools. It's like it's so complicated. There's an algorithm in place to sway all of our opinions simultaneously at all times. It's like people playing God, is what it is.
Real quick,
and
Alex, is John Deere even American anymore? Like, it's such a big company that there's no way it's truly American owned anymore. That's my immediate thought. Is
the most random company that's like a microcosm of the greater point. Yes, John Deere is an American corporation.
So that is still American, just because it's so big. It's everywhere. Every major place has a John
No,
Deere.
it's not. It really isn't bigger than Milwaukee at a job site. Like, it might be on Grandpa's property because he's got a John Deere tractor to get around, a John Deere till, maybe
John
one
Deere
individual farmer has a lot of John Deere, but Milwaukee is like across 40% of a job site. All the different employees have it. That we're getting lost in a microcosm of nothing.
That is the major construction thing. That's can't possibly be American owned, right?
And I'm honestly, I'm surprised that more people in a religious context don't argue that this isn't like an antichrist type of thing. Cause it, whether it is or it isn't, it contextually, it quite resembles one, it's smarter than any of us. The point is like, these people are really our baby daddies though. We're like that chick on Facebook that's complaining about him 1 minute and then moving back in with him the next. Cause we still look at consumer commerce recently, like since COVID. We're giving them all of our money, the money that isn't stolen from us in taxes by like the Hamburglar or whatever friendly governor you have that's overtaxing you. If we're not giving it to them through taxes, we're giving it to them through commerce. And the economic developers of states, they're loving to put in these data centers, and these data centers is what's sort of enabling all this. You see, like they're building an army to replace us effectively.
Video comes full circle.
Yeah.
So it ends there, dude. Like he just kind of is like, and end of thought. Doom, doom, gloom, gloom. Oh no, and I'm done. No resolution.
no happy thought.
But the key is sounding the alarm, right? Like seeing that it's one giant web that's building off of itself, and I don't know, keeps people thinking. Wanted to end on an interesting thought. Ricky, any thoughts? And then tell us where to find you. Close this bad boy out. Just Another Day TV.
Fuck. Every week we tell you it's fucking Doom. And then Anthony Richardson just came and tell you again, man. Like, it's hard out here for a pimp trying to hustle and pay rent, bruh. No cap. You know what I'm saying? But Just Another Day TV, anywhere and everywhere other than your mama's underwear. Peace in the Middle East. Look like fried geese.
Gotta check them out. We get together on Thursday nights. You gotta check out our show. I do a show on Ricky's channel, Just Another Day TV. So also head on over there. Guys, we appreciate you joining us. We're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have our Sunday show, a reaction show that's just for laughs. Get a little break from the political and social chaos and just have a cup of coffee with us. It's like Sunday morning cartoons. But we've got our podcast and all these different shows. So if you're looking for one central place where you can find everything, it's at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. Like our main man, Garth, over there, if you want to add a submission and find yourself on the wheel of topics, best way to do that is head on over to the Neuro Gym. Join our platform for free. It's also at our website, and you can correspond with us directly and find yourself on the wheel. Again, the whole purpose of the live show is to get you involved. So shout out to Brad Richardson and everybody else that joined us in the comments section, because we want you to add a little bit of add your perspective to our dialogue. So we appreciate Brad and everybody else that joins us live. With everything said, guys, we appreciate you joining us. If we made you laugh, if we made you think, the best thing you could do to support what we're doing here is hit that like button, and don't miss us in the future. So be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell, because we are here each week. But otherwise, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.
What's up, chat? We out, chat. All right, chat. We outside, man. We about to leave. As I said it before, peace and enemies to your life, right, geese.
Just Another Day TV. Just Another Day TV.